Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.
Trigger Man. So
I thought it was Trigger Man Screw. I
yeah,
could be
Trigger
so
Man
wrong.
Screw.
Denzel
Trigger
was on
Man
2
Screw.
albums this weekend, and I'm like, I like Denzel B, but I'm like, nah.
Did he drop something this weekend?
He dropped the King of the Mischievous South, but it's a album version now because it was 5 deluxe songs added to the one that we reviewed already. So, yeah, and I was like, and everybody's like, oh, you guys know how Denzel goes for his deluxes. He changes the whole album up. It makes it sound like a new project. And I'm just like, this glaze got to stop. I love Denzel Curry. Yeah. I like him. But y'all are just glazing him. Some people was like, oh, this is one of the albums of the year for the previous one, the one that we reviewed, that version. Yeah. I'm just like, come on, dog. Like, we got to stop.
Yeah.
Like, we got to stop the glaze now. Y'all are just getting too crazy with it. End of the year, people starting to make their lists. I don't want to see nobody's list because it's going to be a glaze fest.
We got to talk about the list. Like, I was thinking about different categories we can do this year as well for the list. I was like, like underground album of the year. Or like
I was thinking that because I wanted to, kind of like what Ninth Wonder was saying, like how is there a space for contemporary adult hip hop or whatever, and they should be competing with themselves rather than the young people because it's like not every young person hears like a common auditorium, just like how one of the little homies off of Twitter, he didn't hear about it until it got nominated for a Grammy. Yeah. Even though it been came out, he said it's been on the back burner, but now he just listens to it because it got Grammy nominated. Yeah. And I'm just like, come on, bro. I'm like, come on. Like, you know me, I've been screaming album of the year all year. So I'm like, to see people just not wanting to listen to certain things because it got Grammy nominated, I'm like...
Sounds like the Oscars, bro. What's the film of the year? What's this?
Yeah, that's what one of my homies last year said. He was like, because he was like, Chase, you didn't even see any of these movies off this list. I'm like, no, because I don't need an award to... validate my experience.
And you never was like the guy that like best film guy. Yeah. Like that wasn't your category.
But even then, it was stuff like Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
Barbie.
That stuff like that you don't care for stuff like that.
Yeah, my thing is I'm like, why does it matter if because he was like, you haven't seen no movies this year. I'm like, dude, I went to the movies way more times than you did this year. I'm like, you only seen those movies because they started getting nominated. Yeah. I was actually going to the movies since January. Like, no, we do not do that over here.
We're gonna go see that The Rock and what's his name? Ryan Reynolds movie.
That
about the Christmas thing? Yeah, next week.
I didn't know about it till yesterday because I was playing the game with my homie D. Yeah. And he was telling me about it, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that exists. Because I went to the movies last week and we saw Heretic. It's a new, Hugh Grant. I think that's his name.
Hugh Grant in it?
I think that's his name. I'm not sure. It's a horror movie, basically kind of like based on religion, to where it was not like one of those like supernatural like.
Is that the one with the two? My bad. With the two girls come to the house. How was it?
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot more dialogue than I was expecting, but. Hey, for me, as long as the dialogue is interesting and the conversation and the actual banter back and forth is interesting, I'm all there for it. And that movie right there, while I did have different expectations for it, doesn't mean like if it doesn't meet my expectations or not, it's going to be good or bad. It was still really good. Right. To me, it was really, really good. Like one of my favorite horror/thriller movies I've seen this year. Just based off of the dialogue and this way that they set things up.
When I saw the trailer when we went to the movie, I was thinking, yo, this looks interesting.
It was very interesting, but I will say if you're like heavily Christian, you could get offended. And the people that are like Christianity or nothing, like like for me, obviously I'm a Christian.
But, I'm a devil, so
okay. But going into the movie, I can see how it can offend some people on certain subjects in the movie because he's one of those people in the movie where he's a theologist, and once he starts like breaking stuff down, and you like it's like dang, like like he actually making some good points right now. He wasn't convincing me because I'm strong in my faith, but he was making some really good points in the movie. But I will say that at the end of that movie. And no spoilers, obviously. The main character becomes like a JoJo character where she starts figuring everything out off of nowhere, but she was dumb the whole movie. I'm like, okay. I'm like, no. See, this is not becoming believable now.
You seen What's Color yet, right? Did we talk about it? What? The one with old dude from I told you I was
all that.
Yeah, that's in the one.
I don't want to call him Matthew, but
is it John something?
It's McAvoy.
Have you James McAvoy?
I haven't seen the Speak No Evil, no, because around that time I was moving in. Yeah, we was moving here, so
I downloaded. Is it a way I can send it to you?
I don't know. I'll buy it out if it's available.
I bought it. I bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, probably no. Then it's probably part of your subscription or whatever.
It's on iTunes because I think you actually own it on iTunes. Like you can actually grab the file. I was like, maybe I could just put it on the drive or something. I don't know.
Oh, I have no idea. Yeah. But yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the movies I wanted to see so much this year, and sadly it came out around the time we moved here. And I'm like, F. I'm like, F me.
And then before we start, movies coming out quicker to digital now.
Yeah.
After a pandemic and stuff like that, right? Yeah.
But sadly, I hate the method of like, oh, it's hitting streaming and the theater at the same time.
yeah,
Because they
that's
did that with
been happening.
Halloween. They did that with Five Nights at Freddy's, which I went to the theater to see both of those movies. But I just hate that because I'm just like, you're losing out on so much money by doing that. Even though for some, I don't know, like, but also the theater experience to me is like downgraded.
Yeah.
Because the last few times that me and my girl went to the movies, and we go to the nice movies, you know what I'm saying? Every time we go to that movie, someone's always talking. Someone's always being disruptive.
B.
And I hate being that snitch, but I be being that snitch, B.
B. I was next to a freaking, I was next to a newborn. I was next to a newborn.
They allowed them in that theater?
Bro, newborn. Grandma got the baby shaking and everything. I'm like, goddamn newborn lady. And it was so crazy. I wasn't even supposed to sit by the newborn. The seats got messed up. And I said, hold up. They say, oh, actually, you don't sit here. You sitting over here. And I'm like, I don't want to sit over here. Because some people came to my seat. And I'm like, yo, this is our seat. And the whole time, bro, they had to move theaters. So we was all in the wrong seats. Like, they told us last minute when we came in there.
At the theater that...
Nah, hold up. Not that one.
LE. The one in LE. F.
Was I there? No, I wasn't even there, B. Hold up, I was there.
And it happened there?
That happened there, bro.
I hate to say it. They like a broke down Alamo because I'm like, Alamo wouldn't permit this.
I went to Alamo to go see Beetlejuice 2.
Which Alamo?
The one in Irving.
Dang, you went far.
Yeah, because we was just driving around one night.
Oh, you was already out.
We was out.
I thought you meant like you already...
Nah, we was just out.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense than going all the way there.
And that joint right by the like Toyota Center where they be having the concerts and stuff at. Go upstairs, be at the balcony. It was kind of laid back and
Didn't
chill.
you go to the theater with us, the Alamo one, and then when we went to go see Broly?
Nah, I didn't go with y'all. I've been there before, but I didn't go.
You didn't go see Broly with us? I thought you went to go see Broly
I
with
was
us.
Dragon Ball Z.
Boy, that was years ago.
But I still didn't care about it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, I hate her. See, this is what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
whatever. I told you, I'm a grown man.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond Beats and Culture. I am your host, the cultural commentator, Chase the Dark Sage, here with my co-host,
T.
Triple H, hip-hop historian.
AKA Moody Marlin, you know what I'm saying?
And we're back with another episode of Hip Hop Goodness where we actually talk about music and not just the drama that's surrounding the people that we really don't care about.
Like Drake's new haircut.
Oh my God, that's making the news circles, ain't it? But before we get into the show, make sure you support it by liking and hitting subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and we'd highly appreciate y'all supporting the boys.
Yes,
and
sir.
if you can't stay for the whole show, which I understand, but y'all should because there's always some content and gems to pick up that isn't always clipped. Make sure you check out the timestamps in the description down below where you actually get to see the sections of the episode that you want to actually check out in case you don't want to listen to certain things that we talk about, listen to certain topics. All the show notes will be in the description down below. And if you can't stay for the whole episode and you don't want to go to the timestamps because you're just that goddamn lazy, well, god dang it, check out the clips where we upload daily clips of the podcast or the show in segments on the actual channel itself. Trust me, it's bite-sized portions. You guys can watch them while you eat, while you're snacking. You can do whatever you want. Play the game, put it on in the background. Just support your boys. Make sure you come to the YouTube channel. But if you are on any of the other podcasting platforms, because we are available on all DSPs, make sure you support us there as well. And don't forget to check us out on all social media platforms in the description down below. But before we actually get into it, how have you been?
B, I've been amazing. Been going crazy on that LIX, bro, that handheld. The wifey been giving me side eyes, though, B. I thought this was going to bring us closer together. Now I could lay up on her and watch something and actually play the game.
No, that's because your attention is not divided.
B, now she's like giving me the side eye. Talking like, it's the analog sticks. They annoying. I'm like, relax. Because, you know, me, I'm on there whooping some tail on Fight Night. I got Fight Night on there.
On what system?
On PS3. I got Fight Night 4. I have Champion, but it has some difficulty, some in-game issues. But Fight Night Round 4 been working perfectly.
Speaking of Fight Night, did you watch the fight this weekend?
I saw all that ass fight.
I guess you could say that was the same. Look, it was predicting the streaming quality later on.
Did you try to peep it or no?
I tried to watch a bit of it, but I was like, it started loading. It didn't even load up the fight. It just stayed on 25%. I said, F it.
Yeah,
I just started playing Spark and Zero.
For real, we watched it.
I was like, I whooped some tail on there.
Yeah. Everything I said was, it happened.
But B, didn't you feel like that was kind of racist that, you know, Jake Paul or whatever Paul brother it is wanted to fight Mike Tyson?
It could be a little racial issues too, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Great White Hope, you know what I mean? It can happen. Yeah. Hey, Speed said he want to run it with him. Say give him 6 months of training, he'll fight him.
Oh, I thought he was going to be in the Olympics for the 100-meter dash or something like that.
Bro, Speed is a generational talent, bro. That dude be doing all type of stuff, bro.
Jumping over the car and everything.
Over cars,
Even
racing
though some people
freaking
said it was
nows.
edited.
Nah, man, look, that boy cold, bro. They saw that because they showed another angle of it. I'm like, your speed not don't play no games.
Yeah, he's just crazy.
That's one young dude I probably have to shoot. Hey, I don't condone any violence, but I don't know if I can run hands with speed. Little homie might turn Super Saiyan for real.
No, he might turn him to hit.
What about you, B?
I'm all right, man. I don't even realize what all I did this weekend, or last week, really. Just playing that PlayStation Portal, man. Just making a list of games I want.
Yeah.
That's all I've been doing. Oh, and wedding preparations and stuff
yeah.
like that. Supposed to be in 2026. Destination.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna do Destination? Hey.
I don't really, I don't really mind, but the lady wants to, so all that's happening. So, hey, either way, I'm trying to get this grind in.
Yes, sir. Hey, B, I'll be there, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it. Oh man, but besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last episode?
B, I've been feeling like I've been lacking in what I've been jamming, and I'm a music guy. So this week, I said, you know what? I'm gonna listen to some music. So. This thing I don't have in my library, but it was something I had to go on SoundCloud to find. It's just, we're going to talk about this later, but I checked it out. The Balloonerism, right?
Mac Miller?
Yeah, the Mac Miller joint. We're going to talk about it, but I want to check out some of those, some of the little loosies and stuff he put on that project, whatever. But I remember hearing stuff about this like a few years ago, but I never went in and looked at it. You know what I'm saying? I remember some people in the Discord has the bootleg and some in the Discord I'm in. And I
don't get the point of getting the bootleg version of a vinyl. Just wait.
Just wait, bro. Some people are just so impatient. And I'm like, bro, I'm
just like, when the original, if it doesn't, I'm just like, it wasn't meant to be then. Yeah. I don't need to have it on vinyl. Because it's not going to be the exact same quality.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to get a bootleg in my collection, bro. I don't have none.
I don't think I have any.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I got them on Murder ones, but I don't know if they bootlegs.
Who?
On Murder, the Omerta.
Omerta. Myrtle
before they shut down or something like that.
Oh no, that was good. You talking about the
like
Nipsey Hussle joints? Yeah, no,
that
was good. No, I'm bad. They were straight. They just shut down. But yeah, it was some cool little stuff on there, man. Hopefully, some of it makes the actual album. We're gonna talk about it, but it was cool. Just you could tell that it was between that Faces and Watch a Move with the Sound Off Mac, and he spoke. He had a real song. He was like mad vulnerable and like discussing like. Him being on cocaine, different pills and stuff like that. It just saddens me to listen to that stuff, man, and knowing what happened. But overall, I thought it was cool. I just want to know what they're gonna put on there, like the finishing touches, how it's gonna sound, because of course a lot of that stuff was like it wasn't finished. You could tell that it was like some thoughts, that he was working on and things like that. But yeah, Mac Miller, Balloonerism. I know there's a lot of Mac fans out there that know about this project and. Some of them love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of it being talked about. I've heard of it before, but I never heard of it being talked about until this weekend.
Yeah, I heard.
Like even when people talk about Mac Miller, no one ever brings that project.
Yeah, it's not like something like, oh man, like it's like one of his best projects. It's just that album that has a lot of those little loosies on there. That, the Mac Miller fans that really like it. Only how I felt about it was like 2022, 2023. It wasn't long ago, like a year or two ago. And I swear when I actually saw that. Saw it before. Yeah, the cover. But no, it was a cover with it's like a red cover at first or something like that. I
have to probably see it too.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I thought it was pretty cool. It wasn't, it's just some unfinished project. I mean, unfinished work, you know what I'm saying? So what about you, B?
My first project, I guess I could start this off a little slow. Like my boy, Genuine. 100% Genuine. His second or third album. I forgot. Listen to it. Produced by Timbaland. And god dang it, Timbaland on production.
It's cooking.
Amazing, as always. The album did run a bit too long. I understand for the times. It was a bit like over an hour, like an hour and 4 minutes, hour 7 minutes. But man, Genuine was cooking on that album. Because I went on the usual Souls and Ranking or whatever, Souls and Stereo. I went to see their ranking of the Genuine albums. I'm like, okay, which one should I listen to? And I was planning to listen to his whole discography, but there was two other artists I listened to their whole discography instead. So I wanted to check out Genuine because I'm like, I never heard a Genuine album in full. I want to check out his debut, but I'm like, never really hear anybody talk about anything off his debut compared to his second album and the third album, The Life or Lifes or whatever with differences on it. And so I checked out his second album, 100% Genuine. Timbaland on production, man. He just...
Killed it. Genuine from Virginia?
I have no idea. But I do miss Timbaland on R&B production. I kind of wish that he would come back in the game and help people with R&B instead of Swizz Beatz trying to help people with their rap career. Scarlett to be exact. So, I don't know. Genuine, that boy was singing his butt off. Great songs on there. He even had a little throw off with Aaliyah.
throat off. What they
Remember
was?
I told you a
R.
throat
Kelly
off.
was in the room. Oh my bad. That probably wasn't appropriate.
That's crazy.
He's from DC, Maryland. Yeah, they DMV area. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
But
the
yeah.
connection.
Overall, for me, that project, really good. I don't know if I call it a perfect project. I probably wouldn't because it ran on a bit too long. And there's obviously some songs I think I cut out completely where I'm just like, I liked it. But in terms of the album, it was running a bit too long. I'm like, I didn't really need that song.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall, genuine, 100% genuine. I enjoyed this album. You know I've been in my R&B bag, so I'm gonna talk about that flow. All access. Oh, I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna give that a little mini review. That's what that deserves. But B, go ahead with your next project.
All right, my next project should I stay on Mac Miller? Because I actually, we can talk about that later. So my next project, dang, what will it be? Oh, K.R.I.T.
I seen Kiko talking about him this weekend.
Reasons why I started back listening. I was like, yo, you know what?
I've never listened to K.R.I.T. in terms of like me actually going out of my way to listen to K.R.I.T.
So K.R.I.T is, he's the guy with like a lot of your favorite rapper. If it wasn't for this guy, he probably wouldn't rap like he raps. But I don't know. It just made me, the conversation Kiko and Odu was having made me want to listen to some K.R.I.T, but I wanted to listen to his older stuff because I know his 90s stuff. I never got to listen to the K.R.I.T and DJ Polo stuff because it's removed off streaming services. So your boy allegedly went and supported, it wasn't alleged. I went and supported him on his Bandcamp and I got the albums myself.
Oh, no, that's not alleged then. Thought you about to say something crazy like a line type of legend.
Maybe. I'll just say I got him on Bandcamp.
Okay.
To MP3. Anyways, the project I jammed was 456, but this is his solo project. I think it's his debut solo project. And this project right here, I think it's like one of the K.R.I.T is like the godfather of like the mafioso rap, like the stuff you hear like Ghostface, Raekwon and all them rap about, you know what I'm saying? All of them, yeah. It's like that era. So I listened to this. This is not my first time listening to this, but I listened to it when I was younger. Like, I'm me being younger, like 18, 19. This was when I'm actually doing my studies in the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So me listen to it now with like adult ears, more mature. I'm like, yo, this is pretty good. I don't think this is like fit into like a classic category because it has classic songs on here like Fast Life with him and Nas. Like incredible flow, bro. Like Coogee just raps like with ease, bro. And Nas on here. He also sampled Nas, I think, on 456 as well.
Wait, when does that album come up?
95.
Oh, okay.
And Coogee rap, bro, it's like when you think it's so funny, like when he raps, like I ain't trying to make away his physical appearance, but I think he raps with a lisp, and it just sometimes it's like I don't know if it kind of sound off to me sometimes.
Does it sound like Cordae and Mos Def?
Nah. Not as cringy as Cordae's at times, cause no lie, we gonna talk about Cordae's, but I don't know. It kind of like I just really noticing it, cause yes, I know who K.R.I.T is. Yes, I know some, but I'm not like a fan. Like I don't know everything about him, and I think that's something like me listening to this just kind of stuck out to me. And overall though, like it's pretty good hip hop, classic hip hop stuff. I like the sounding, some of the production, some of the beats. To be honest, are kind of dusty. I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, yo, this is a dusty beat right here. I'm like, dang, B. This right here, dust some off the drums, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I recommend any of you guys out here that's not familiar with his game, check out K.R.I.T. But I'm gonna deep dive this week into his projects with DJ Polo. I want to get into Road to Riches. I got Wanted Dead or Alive and Live and Let Die. Those 3 projects I want to check out from him, and I think. The Live and Let Die project is like, it's a longer project, but it's a concept album. He grabbed different MCs and brought them into the story. I think Scarface on here. Speaking of Scarface, I could tell Scarface sounds like Coogee, especially older Coogee stuff. I was like, dang, Scarface sounds like, but Scarface was rapping then, but because Coogee was back there doing a Juice Crew as well, like in the early 80s as well, with like, with Marley Marl and all of them. I don't know, bro. I just got to do more. I want to do more history on him because I actually want to understand like why Kiko said that about, because Rakim is like the guy, you know what I'm saying? That's like, oh, he changed the whole thing. Him and Big Daddy Kane, but K.R.I.T is also the guy.
Maybe it's the mafioso rap, and Rock Marciano also does the mafioso rap.
Because they all babies to like like Rock Marciano and his babies to like MF Doom and K.R.I.T.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but Rock is more doomed than so many people, bro. Like just like the internal rhyme schemes and just he's so doomed. It's
I
just
was re-listening to
mafioso.
some of Elephant Man's Bones the other day. I was like, oh my god.
You know what album used to check? Marsburg, bro.
Who?
Marsburg.
Okay, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
That's not one that I think I hear people bring
But yo,
up.
if you guys want to check out some mafioso, Coogee Rap 456 is dope. I'm gonna give it some more listens. I don't have, it's a Will Be Jamming. I'm not gonna give a full review. Just a little knowledge on Coogee Rap right here. But yeah, B, what's your next joint?
Where is Marsburg at?
It's not on here.
Unless I don't know how to read.
Oh, Marsburg not on this one. So like the mixtape. I'll just say listen to Reloaded.
Okay. Yeah. I've been seeing people. I see people.
Yeah,
talking about
Reloaded.
that.
That's the. Yeah, I heard that my senior year. It changed my life.
Next project I got, I guess, kind of a mini review because I don't ever see us talking about this on the actual channel itself. Listen to A$AP Ferg's newest album, Daryl, and I fell victim to the hype that Jeremy Hecht was leading on with The Bigger Picture.
Come
he was
on,
hyping
Hecht.
it up, saying this is his most introspective album. I'm like, I don't like the way you phrase it. Like, yes, you're kind of correct, but the way that you phrase it like that, you make it seem like this album is all of his introspective. To me, this is half of it's regular Ferg, but the other half you get, a Ferg trying to be introspective. And I don't want to dog Ferg because to me, honestly, I hate to say it like this, Ferg is my favorite member out of the A$AP crew.
I like the cover.
I think I'm a bit half and half on it. But for me, because I like his other covers a lot more, that's why. But for me, like I said, A$AP Ferg is my favorite member of the A$AP crew. Obviously, A$AP Rocky is the more, he's the better lyricist and he's the better artist overall to me.
Before you start, you want me to give you a little thing? A$AP to me is the Kendrick. Ferg gave me Schoolboy Q, always. Like just the how their careers, because remember he had some buzz as well, and he had hits.
Okay, I
in the
agree with you.
beginning, and that's
But
how
I also
Schoolboy
agree
is.
with you with how they are musically as well.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you, career-wise and musically. I completely agree with you, especially with him being on Work Remix. But going into this project, Daryl, first track, Light Work, it had too much happening in there for me for an intro track, and I'm like, okay, this is very chaotic. I don't know if that's supposed to be an indication of what this album is going to be. I'm like, are you trying to like be with these new kids? Because I see Didi Osama on here, and I'm like, a lot of these people on here, especially the features, they don't really do much for me on here to where I could really notice them. But then we get to the second track, Thought I Was Dead. It was cool. Thought I Was Dead was a good song. Then we get to Alive, where he's trying to get into his introspective bag of like, how we got masses, but we have masses to the he's trying to get into his introspective bag. But the way he raps, because it's like 2 songs in one, he does this one flow on the second part of the song. I'm just like, you don't sound comfortable while you're doing this, and it sounds like you tried to do this. I did not do that. I didn't like the way that he was breaking up his flow like that on the song, and I think that Ferg is a great like hype man in terms of like hype tracks. I don't know, like now that you make that, that analogy, I really do feel that, and I feel like Ferg can do something like a Blue Lips. This one tries to get towards that. Now that I think about it, it doesn't all get there all the way.
So is the consistent? It's not as consistent.
I feel well. We know that Blue Lips is inconsistent.
Yeah, but it's
consistent with
how,
inconsistent.
right.
Because it's trying to be that. Because it's trying to be all crazy. To me, first half is like regular Ferg. You get the trap stuff. You get the banging. Because on the song Alive, we get him trying to be introspective, talking about him not wanting to be a slave to the game of rap, like, oh, they profiting off of us, like when my people die or whatever, things that's happening in the streets. He does that. Then the next track is featuring Future and Mike Will Baby.
It's like, you gotta take me out
I'm the trap lord. I got the coke. I'm like, what the? I bring the coke to the trap.
You took me out of this place that you just put me in, and now I'm here into this world.
You put me into the banger world. New Level, this is like part 2, basically. Not as hype, though, because New Level is on another godly level right there.
Man, I used to love that song.
That song is... But we get Allure. The song's good overall. Future does his thing as usual. Then we get the song Demons. And I was talking about this with him before the pod started. I don't know what it is with Denzel Curry. He's features lately, especially on like Maxo's album, which we'll talk about later. But I'm just like, man, I don't...
Is this the production that he's...
The production is cool and it fits Denzel Curry, but sometimes I feel like people are coming into Denzel Curry's world instead of like...
It's like they get the production like, oh, Denzel will sound dope on this.
Yes.
Okay.
And he does sound dope, but I don't want to hear Denzel in certain spaces in this album, especially where y'all placed him. Now, obviously this is a banger track that's coming right off of the song with Future, but it's so weird because it's like you got the song with Future, we know what Future brings, but then you got the next song with Denzel Curry, and I'm like, I don't like, first of all, I don't like the placement of the song. But then it's like also I'm like I don't want to hear Denzel.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear him on this because Denzel is one of those people like I got to be in the mood for Denzel. Like or unless he's in album mode because right here he's in rappy rap mode. I like Denzel in album mode more. Then we get that's why I don't like it. The first time I heard it, I was like, okay, this is cool. Second time I heard it, I was like, yeah, I don't need that no more. Then we get Messy, cool. Then we get French Tips, my favorite song, featuring Coco Jones, where she does a little brandy.
I think I saw you tweet about that.
I was like, oh my god, what are we doing right here? I enjoyed it. Ferg, this is a fire song right here where it has the chick as the as the the hook, and then it has him doing the smooth man thing. I didn't think Ferg had that in him.
He did it with what's that one track with him and Brent Fayez?
Yeah,
That drink.
I
That's
think
kind of
so.
like that. Yeah.
But I don't know, like they had the girl and the
Oh,
guy,
yeah, but I know it's
bringing back
yeah.
the old school vibes.
I know what you mean by that, but that song gave me that R&B vibes, and he got a little smooth on there as well. I was all right. I like that song. I forgot the name of it though.
I did too.
Yeah.
But then we got the next track, Dead Homies, where too much was happening. And I feel like this is like ASAP Ferg trying to be in his artsy bag, and I'm like, and this is where the whole album switches like tone because this is the more serious side. We got a song with Casting Spell with Mary J. Blige. I thought it was cool. Mary ain't really doing much to win me over in this. I'm like, I get it. You got the Mary feature. Mary's a legend. Not gonna ever down that. It just didn't like pull me in like that. But it was a cool track. Then we got the song Pool with El Mien. I don't know what it is with El Mien. They didn't wow me on here, but I mean, I didn't really expect much from them. I thought the song was alright. Then we get the song Chosen. I'm like, all right, I like this. Then we get the song Daryl, which is the ending track, but also the title of the actual album, which is a turn up banger track. I thought the album was cool. To me, I'm half and half throughout the album because I'm just like, I see the attempts made. I see that you're trying to do something different. This one wasn't there for me all the way, and I know Ferg took like a huge break, like you. And he tries to get a bit more introspective, which I respect. You're doing something different.
Growth.
It's just, I don't know. It's like the way that it was balanced or it was sequenced, and some of the production choices, it just didn't really hit me like that. I think I had to give this album a few more listens. I only gave it 2 listens fully.
Yeah.
I think I got to let this one grow on me a little bit more to see how I really stand on it. Yeah, pause on that.
And how you stand on it?
But overall, I thought the project was cool, and I respect Ferg for going at this new attempt because, like I said, I think the only album I haven't heard from his is the last one, which is like Floor Seats or whatever. And it was like 20, 30-something minutes. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I'm in the middle of this one. I don't really have a full thought out, like not review, but score for this. Right now, I put it at a 3 out of 5. Because I'm like, okay, there's some stuff I like, there's some stuff I don't like. There might be stuff that I like that wins me over more consecutive listens. But yeah, Daryl. What's your next project, B?
My next project is from Cavalier and Child Actor.
So this is the second project this year?
It's the second project this year, and this is him collaborating with a wonderful producer, Child Actor. So when it comes to this, I want to say I do not know this title name. Is it? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Sign Cinemas? Like Cinna.
Looks like Sin.
Sin. See, you could say. I want to say Sin, but also this also gonna be like cinema. Like, is it Cinna? Like, I don't know. Somebody correct me if y'all know.
But I think it's because the E is at the end.
Yeah. But I want
kind
to
of
say
like how
Sign.
Chase.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of Sign.
I said Sign too, but I'm like, I don't want to be wrong. I don't know. Anyways.
CINE.
Yeah, CINE. Anyways, this project right here, B. This is my bag.
Okay.
And like, I loved his other album. It's on my top 10. And I'm like, I don't know which one I like more. And this one's shorter, so I don't know. And I like both of them.
What made you like this one, B?
Bro, so with Child Actor, he give you this ambient, uncomfortable type of production at times. Like, you just, sometimes, like, his production makes you mostly focus on the artist and what they're saying, even though it makes this world, like, it always makes me feel like I'm in like an indie film that's like scored or directed by not even scored, but Harmony Kream or something like that, like who made Kids and all, and like Gumbo and all. It made me feel uncomfortable production wise, and I love it. Child Actor is, bro, it sounds so dope. I don't know if this be your bag, B. I really won't recommend it, but like, I could not stop playing this when I first heard it because I forgot it came out. I was like, oh snap, Cavalier dropped as well. B, I'm in love, man.
This one of your favorite acts this year, B?
No, Cavalier's dope. Like, man, he's dope. And he put out another, the part 2 with him, and I haven't actually checked that out. I need to buy that. But man, this project right here, my favorite is Gifted and Talented. Just the flows on there. And Swore Live. Sword Lilies with Chris with Quelle Chris. Even Moonlight Crush is dope. I like Elucid on the hook because I like how Elucid's like. I love his deep voice on stuff and like how he make things feel like. Bro, I don't want to glaze this, bro, but like Cavalier, bro, what are you on this year, bro?
Something in the water, B?
There's something in the water, bro. This is dope right here. I really enjoyed this. I didn't think I was like, yeah, it's Cavalier. Like he put out dope stuff, but like I don't know, man. I feel like his rapping was better on here, and I don't know just because it's short, like I said, but like rapping was better on here. The production, everything just felt perfectly on here. Like this, like even the cover art just kind of makes me like how the album feels. I just love the production on here. How I feel like they made this world it all fit and so cohesive and. This is my bag right here. I could not stop like playing this. I was like playing it and beating people up on fight night, bro. Like
is he like lyrical spiritual miracle or what?
oh, he was on here like spitting, bro. Like mostly like his poetic spitting, like I said, like since spoken
Like a
words. Yeah, not kind of like Cobb, but it can't come on.
Hey, I don't know anything about the young guy.
Yeah,
I don't know anything. Sorry.
But nah, but Cavalier.
That's how I hear people talk about Kyle.
Nah, but Cavalier is dope, bro. Like it just him spitting and then the freaking production. To me, it was a perfect marriage. I think this is their first. I think this is their first project, of course, together. But I'm trying to think, did he put some production on his album he put out this year on Different Type of Time? I gotta check that out. But wonderful project by you two guys, man. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing this, and hopefully Cavalier drops something next year as well. That's a par to the 2 projects he dropped this year. And I don't know, man. We need to have a conversation about Cavalier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I literally see no one ever talk about him.
Nah, they don't know.
I've only heard talks about him through you on the show.
Yeah. But yeah, Cavalier and child actor, Cine, 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 I don't know, you know what I mean? But yeah, I love that project.
All right.
What's your next project, B?
My next project, I only did one listen over this weekend because I had a lot of other projects, and this one randomly came up because this is actually from Ro Moore. Now, if you don't know who he is, which a lot of you guys might not know, he's one of the producers on D2X's projects from Hotel.
Oh, yeah, you talked about it, yeah. It's just a instrumental project?
No, he's actually an R&B artist. So he's singing on here. Okay. And that's what threw me off because, I follow him on Twitter. Follow me back. Shout out to you. But what happened is, I keep seeing him, after D2X did his thing with his project, The Hunger Era, I see him, Ro Moore posting his album on Twitter. And I keep seeing him talking about it. And I'm thinking it's an instrumental project, too, because I only know him as a producer. And I really liked his production on D2X's project. So I was like, okay, I want to at least check him out because he seems pretty cool. And so I'm thinking it's about to be an instrumental tape, but now I see featuring people. I'm like, okay, so some stuff's going to be instrumental.
And just some people going to be rapping?
Yeah, on some of these songs. But no, I went to the project and I heard him singing. I'm like,
what bag he in?
One of those moody, what's the best way I could say it? It's in the middle of that traditional and
like Bryson Tiller-ish?
Close to that. I'll say that. That's the closest way I could put him. He's in the more moody bag to where it's I wouldn't say he's a strong vocalist, but there's also no song he has on this project where it demands him to be strong vocally. It's more about the vibe and the mood itself. And to me, he sets the vibe and mood because I heard this at night. Like I said, I only heard it one time. I did plan to do more listens to it, but all the other albums were pretty long that we listened to. And so I heard this project. Overall, for your first effort, because this is the only project that he has on his page, I enjoyed it, especially as an R&B project. It brought me back into those feels of the nostalgic feels I used to have back in college, back in 2015 and 2018 when I used to be on SoundCloud or I used to be on Spotify just searching for newer R&B artists or at least moody vibe-wise atmospheric artists. The closest person I could kind of relate him to is kind of like an Anders with his 669 project, which I know probably a lot of people wouldn't know, but that's the closest I could put him in there. Obviously, he doesn't sound vocally like him.
Yeah.
But overall, I like the production, which some of the stuff, I think he produced some of it, but I don't think he was the sole producer on any of it, which makes sense because what you was doing on D2X's project to this is completely different. Yeah. But overall, I like this. He said that this gives him fall vibes. The project is called Neon Brown, if I didn't say it before. Overall, I really liked it. I like the mood that he put in. There's room for growth, obviously, but I'm not going to judge it too hard. Pause. There's room for him to grow as an artist. But overall, I enjoyed this project right here, and I do want to do a few more listens to it to see how I really feel about it. Like I said, this is more of my first impressions of what I remember of it when I listened to it this weekend.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, Neon Brown by Ro Moore. Keep doing your thing, man.
All right, bro. All right, my next project is from Black Sam. We talked about, well, I talked about it in the last episode, but he put out his album last Monday.
The culinary something?
Nah, Michelin Man.
Michelin Man.
Yeah,
That's
Michelin
what it is.
Man. So this like his, I guess his own take of like food in a way.
Oh,
But like
Lord.
when I say that, guys, do not go into this project and think, oh, food. No, it has themes of, you know, skits about different foods and chefs talking and stuff like that. But it's more of the luxury, high dining chefs, Michelin chefs talking about, you know, food and like stuff you're eating. And he's
Because every time I typed the Michelin, they kept bringing up the Michelin Man.
Yeah.
The Marshmallow Man.
yeah. So what he's talking about is like, you know, he's talking about his rapping skills pretty much. And like when it comes to Black Sam, I don't know if any of you guys familiar with him, but he's really laid back. He falls into the currency, Larry June.
Dom.
When it comes to production wise, kinda. But when he raps more. He's really like a whisper. He's like, that's his thing. Like he have features on here. He had a feature with Currency on here. Like Black Sam is so low on here, and then Currency coming. Like Currency is like felt like he's more life on the project. Like I swear, bro, I have to probably play it for you before I leave. Like you'll hear him rapping, and then Currency come on there with like livens up the track. Like Black Sam, he's cool, but the one thing about him, I know that's his style. That what keeps him stand out is just his laid backness and the whispering flow he has. But to me, sometimes it can be a gift and a curse, because at that point it could get really boring, like really boring. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, and like sometimes lyrically you're not holding me there, and sometimes I can't understand what you're saying. And some people won't.
Is it because it's not mixed well?
No, all that is fine. It's just how he raps.
So he like mumbles kind of a bit?
Pretty much, it's like a whisper how he raps. Like it's laid back how it is on the production, but it's just sometimes it kind of could put you to sleep, and it could be like, man, I really want to like this, but I'm like, I don't really understand what you're saying. It sounds good, like how it flows on the record and on the how production how it meshes well, but I just can't understand it. But I know you doing your thing. You got your fan base. You know, you out here. You got a following. You know what I mean?
Is this what he usually does?
Yeah, that's
how he raps.
Yeah, that's usually how he does it. And this is this album right here is I think it's a few minutes longer than the last project I listened to him, because this is the second project I ever heard from him. I remember him making Buzz in like 2020, but like I never actually like deep dive into all his stuff. But I listened to his project. What's the name of it, bro? I know it has water on the cover. Like I just can't think of the name of it. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. I just want to make sure before I'm sorry. I just let me see. Jet Sound, and it was produced by Polykid, and it's short. You know, it was 7-track, 18 minutes. Like to be honest, I enjoyed this more probably because it was shorter. But 38 minutes
the
of
production
that
as well?
Production's pretty much the same. It's not pretty much just real laid back production, bro. It just him rapping like that for 38 minutes to me was, I think he's good in like doses. Like he should keep the 7 to 6 EP little albums he put out, but that 18 tracks, bro, it just I'm like, damn.
How long was it? Like
38
time-wise?
minutes. 38 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But rapping like that, bro, it can feel much longer.
It can feel, yeah.
It felt so long. And
Pause.
I'm like,
I let you go a few of them. I let you go for a few of them.
hey, but no, bro, it just, bro. But I don't know, man. Some of you guys, y'all haven't heard of Black Sam. I say check him out. I think he's worth checking out just because he's not something that, production-wise, is nothing different, but how he raps is this whisper rapping is kind of unique in a way, but it could run its course and be kind of like redundant in a way. It's like, you're kind of like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I wanted to like this project, but it was just too long for like what he gives you. Like, I didn't need a full course meal. I needed a appetizer. Give me, you know,
a little
7,
EP.
yeah. But yeah, he had
A little Daytona.
Yeah, I don't know, it was too long with me for how he raps. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Black Sam's Michelin Man. Y'all can check it out if y'all want. If y'all don't have to. But if you want, you good.
Next project I got, and I don't got too many thoughts on this one because I listened to this on a whim because one of my mutuals on Twitter, I saw her post about it, and I'm like, she's always putting me onto some R&B that I don't know about. So I had to check it out. Gene Doe, I think that's how you say it. Gene Doe, because you know it's DEAUX.
That's Smino X thing.
Oh, is it? Man, I like her project more than any of Smino's projects.
She's on Black Swan, I believe.
That production did not do her justice then.
Wow,
Gene Doe's Most Wanted, listen to it, R&B joint. You guys know I'm an R&B fan over here.
Is that new or what?
Nah, it came out 2021. I thought it was new because I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this in the rotation a lot this weekend. But you know, we had so many other albums to actually talk about. I listened to it. I thought it was cool. 8 minutes, 8 songs, 25 minutes. Definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. I thought it was a cool little vibey album that I got R&B wise. Vocally, I don't really remember too much from this. I hate to say it like this. There's a few songs on here that stand out to me. Like, the little run that she had from, like, I mean, honestly, I really liked all the tracks now that I'm looking at it. But from, like, Monsieur, Triple X, Nothing to Do with Me, Chop and Screw, I was like, okay, I'm like, oh, you're in your bag right here. I'm like, what are you doing, Gene Doe? I got to listen to more. This project made me want to listen to more of her projects right here. Now, like I said, I don't really remember how she stood out vocally because I listened to it only once this weekend compared to a whole bunch of other stuff that I listened to this weekend as well. But overall, I like the project. It came out in 2021. I thought it was a newer project.
Did she have any new stuff? Because I haven't heard from her.
She came out with an album. She came out with an album April 12th this year. Okay. And she has a song out that came out like a month ago, September 25th, One Glass. Okay. But yeah, this is my first time like hearing about her. I don't really remember her on the Smino stuff.
No, she wasn't on there. Okay. But she's connected with Smino. I remember. I think they used to date. But I don't know why I thought she was on that album. But yeah, she's from Chicago.
Yeah, which I'm just like, okay, Tank, even though Tank don't got no competition right now. Tank, you better watch out because this girl might creep up on your style. Yeah, she's been not your style, but she might creep up on the queen of R&B in Chicago. I don't know. I got to listen to more of her projects to really get that verdict.
Yeah, she's been out for a minute, man. I think I got more familiar with her, like with her collaborations with, like, you know, like the typical, you know, Saba, Smino, No Name, all of them around like 2018, 2017, all that. Mostly 2017. But yeah, I think I got one more project that I get into, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Oh, the classic Clips, Lord Willing. I could talk about that. And I was just having this conversation with my breath before the pod was like just that intro to like Lord Willing is just insane to me. That beat's crazy. But yeah, this is a project I usually go to, like, used to be like once or twice a year. It's just been a minute. I don't think I heard it since like 2021, 2020, been a minute since I revisited. And just playing the song, I'm telling you, every time I play that intro, bro, I feel like I'm listening to this album for the first time again. For some reason, it gives me that feeling. And just the rapping on here, bro, the production on here, the subject matter is so crazy on these, like, colorful beats, you know what I'm saying?
Pharrell did his thing.
He just did his thing, bro. And I just was thinking, like...
Well, Neptunes. But.
Yeah. I was just thinking about how, like, this... I didn't do my history, but I know Neptune's been making production. I mean, been doing, like, you know, production stuff. But, like, is this album, as they stand out, is this what put them on the map? Like, I don't know. Because I'm, you know...
Did you watch... You didn't watch the...
No, I bought it, but I haven't watched it yet. Oh. Like, is this the album that put them on?
They actually barely talked... They didn't even talk about this album in the movie.
For real?
I think it was... I forgot the other stuff. Super Thug.
Yeah, I remember Super Thug with Nori. Yeah.
I think they had a song.
That was in the 90s. That's 98, I think. 99, 98.
Yeah. Okay, Super Thug, you know, he did the song with Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
You know, all them people. And then this came up. Like, this came up later on in the movie.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like... When are we going to talk about Clips? When are we going to talk about those white bricks?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, he brought up the song Grinding in the movie. And I'm just like, that's it? I'm like, we're not going to talk about the whole album that you made with them? I'm like, this is crazy right now.
Yeah,
but,
like,
I mean, it's still...
You know what I'm saying? I knew he had those things, but I'm like, this is like a... Did they produce, like, most of this whole album?
I think I thought they produced the whole album.
That's
Pharrell literally had his hands on everything. I think Neptunes and Pharrell, you know, the naming conventions and all that.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, was this the project that made him who he is now? Because, yes, you have those tracks, Super Thug, the joints with Jay-Z, Snoop, or whatever. But, like, Grinding was, like, huge, you know.
Well, no. So what it was is, I think what it was is, in the movie, the way that they played it out was that Super Thug made him
more,
like,
yeah.
It skyrocketed him because they didn't think that Nori was going to take it.
Yeah.
And then because Nori took it, everybody else wanted to be from Pharrell.
Yeah.
So then we get a Snoop Dogg song with Drop It Like It's Hot. You know, and then Pharrell, he had to convince Pusha because I guess, you know, he was in the streets at the time. He was like, yo, if you don't come here right now, I'm going to give this song to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the best beat I've ever heard. He said, I ran to the crib. And so, boom. So, I think he had other songs because what year did this come out in?
2002. And, like, Drop It Like It's Hot was, like, later on.
But that's weird because in the movie, they put Drop It Like It's Hot before this.
Didn't Drop It Like come in, like, 04?
It was in the movie. Because Snoop Dogg was early on in the movie. The way that they did the documentary, I thought it was, like, in chronological order. But the way that they did this, because I'm waiting, I'm like, where is Pharrell at? Because I'm like, I know the Clips was early 2000s.
Yeah, 04, yeah.
But remember, that's the
03.
album. Remember, back then, singles.
Yeah, I
would be
know, but
running
like
for-
that had to be 03.
Probably.
But look, Clips, Laura Willing came out 02.
Well, the way that they played it up in the movie.
That's why I'm saying, like, I knew that. At that point, when Dropping Like It's Hot came out, I knew who Pharrell was. You know, they used to call me skateboard T, you know what I'm saying? So, what? I'm just saying, I'm being honest, man. You know, in my mind, come on, man, I love all that. But like, I was like, I thought this album is this the album to me, I thought that made him be, okay, yes, Super Thug, boom, put him out there. But this album's like, yo.
It made him acceptable in rap. That's
yeah, but I think it's that full project they worked on. It's a classic album, and it has this classic new sound. You know what I'm saying? That's in hip hop. You have a whole project with it instead of like these singles here. That's what I was thinking. I don't know. That was just a thought.
I mean, to me, I think it's cemented like, oh, he could do a whole album. Because at this point, remember, Neptune's never really had an album. Don't they have
they had
like,
that one
album?
that split with like Frampton on there and all that.
Yeah.
Clones?
But,
Yeah, Clones.
Yeah, but that came out so later on in their career.
That was that came out actually in 03. Yeah.
The way that they played it up in the movie. The way the movie sequences everything, because I'm just like, because I was watching the movie, I'm like, because I was wondering, I'm like, what is this?
Because I know he got linked up with like, did he talk about not Babyface, but
he talked about
Teddy Riley?
Yeah,
Teddy Riley.
because he worked with the studio.
I know he worked with Teddy Riley, so I knew about the stuff he did in the 90s.
Yeah, and that his writing credits that he helped write for people and stuff like that.
So it looked like in 2000 he had some stuff, but from like
But I think Nori's the one that really broke him through to the rap
everybody.
world.
Yeah,
that's what he said. Like
I remember them Nori like talking about it and stuff on past like
Drink
interviews
Champs?
he had. Nah, I don't watch Drink Champs. I can't. I watched 2 episodes of Drink Champs, and those are the Kanye West ones. Drink Champs, Nori, I love you, bro. I like your interviews, but I could not watch you interview somebody and be like, let's clap it up to that. let's take a drink. Let's take a drink to that. I just get sick of it. I'm like, somebody be telling a dope story,
and
he just
wait. So you telling me this is so?
And I'm like, bro. And then they don't get back to it. I'm like, Nori, shut up. Like, oh my god.
So what does that mean right there that you just said?
Yeah.
He be saying that.
And he be just looking like,
he is a character.
Oh, like, nah, man. Nori's wild though. But yeah, I don't know. We got on a side tangent, but yeah, Laura Willing, freaking by the Clips. If none of you kids haven't heard that, and you some kids that's listening to this, bro, check that out, bro.
Is that an album that more people need to talk about?
Let's have the conversation.
We need to have a conversation.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Okay. Next project I have. Young Nudie and Pierre Bourne Slime Mirror 2. I wish this was second goddamn week be.
Yeah.
Where it was a fire album, fire trap album, or ATL Boys, or as you want to call Side Baby, a Chicago boy. I'm calling ATL Boy. Second week in a row where you didn't check out the full album. God dang it, the full album is fire.
Bro, the first 8 tracks I got to, bro, was fire, bro.
Yeah, this Slime Mirror 2, if you guys don't know, Young Nudie and Pierre, they got a little working relationship together. They already got a Slime Mirror 1, obviously, from the naming convention.
Dope.
Pretty dope. Not gonna lie, I heard Slime Mirror 2. I instantly loved this way more than
This
Slime Mirror 1.
The production seems a little darker.
Yeah.
And we was talking about that. We was like, I wonder if he's gonna get more darker with this one. And then you can see the clouds. It's like,
and it's like it's done.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
I like this because at first, I'm not saying I didn't like Slime Mirror 1, but when I first heard Slime Mirror 1, I was like, it's a bit cloudy. It's a bit like day, not bubbly. But
no, it was something you played in the daytime.
Yes, exactly. This album, I'm like, oh, this feels darker. I like Nudie on this like a lot, man. And I'm someone who's a fan of Nudie. You put me on the Nudie, so shout out to you. But man, coming into this project right here, 16 songs, 47 minutes. To me, this is Gucci Man Jr. right here. Him and Pooh Shiesty, they carrying the torch of Gucci Man, like from them trap days. But to me, this is a lot more quality. Man. To me, I'm like, and I like the way that when Pierre does his albums, the sequencing, the way that he transitions one song to another, the way that he has Young Nudie sometimes just like talking
and then
his
it goes,
to the song. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm a Young Nudie fan, but I can tell you guys right now, if you don't like Young Nudie, this is not going to be a project that wins you over to Young Nudie. If you didn't like him from before, you're not going to like him now. If you like Pierre Bourne beats and you just like that, but you're not won over by Nudie, I still wouldn't suggest a project like this. But if you like Pierre, and if you like Nudie, you're going to love this project right here. To me, this was fantastic. Some songs don't
Finish
overstay their
it.
welcome. Some songs I'm like, all right, you was really in your bag. To me, at times, especially with Pierre, I like the way when he gets with artists because he makes us the project sound like a playlist where they sometimes blend into each other, where some songs are shorter than the others and they kind of feel more like interludes to other songs. I'm just like, oh man, I love the way this album plays out because for me, it's like as you would say, a jam session.
Yeah.
But it's like a playlist. I'm just vibing right
Yeah.
now. I'm chilling. And each song, I'm not going to say every song that you hear on here is going to be the most memorable Nudie song. I'm not going to say that. There's obviously some standouts on here. But the way that the album flows, how consistent it is, the way Nudie sometimes comes in, maybe a verse, maybe 2 hooks, and then he just goes to the next song. I'm like, see, I'm chilling with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is something I just put on in the background. I let it play. Nudie's just doing his thing. Nudie is always going to be in his bag. As long as the beats is jamming, he going to be right on it. So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Slime Here 2 for me. I fully enjoyed it. Nudie, you did your thing on this one. I've been a fan ever since you showed me him. Listened to his whole catalog last year to catch up back up with stuff I
Yes,
missed.
sir.
Coming back into this, I'm like, I'm getting right back into it. Like, yes, sir. But go ahead with your next project, B.
I think that was my last one, B.
That was your last one?
That's
All
all
right.
I have some I listen to, but ain't nothing.
I feel that. Okay, well then, if I'm going into my next project, the next person I actually listened to was someone called Honey Baby. Now, she recently posted one of her On the Radar performances. You know, she
she
put
rapping?
it on Twitter. No, she was singing. And she recently posted it, and she was like, "Oh, why does this girl seem so hurt?" or
Oh,
something
that what
like
people's
that.
like, who hurt her? I
Yeah,
never.
that
I
was
don't-
her.
Yeah.
She actually posted that, so she's smart.
Oh, she did the reverse, yeah.
No, she did that post. Oh, who hurt her? Like it's not
Oh,
her.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? She posted her own clip.
It's a one band that did that before. It's like they was like it's a black band, but they was just like, man, what make these black people make music like this? And it was dope, and everybody like, yo, this is fire. And it was the whole time it was the band. That's it, yeah.
Well, she does the same thing, and the song that she performs on there is called Left Eye, and she's just so toxic, B.
And she talking about how Left Eye burnt the clothes of old dudes.
She was talking about how she was going to burn the guy's house. No, she's speaking like she's Left Eye. She's going to, well, she's as crazy as Left Eye, and how she's going to do these things, and how she's toxic, basically. She kind of embraces her toxicity.
Did she kill Bill Toxic? Like, you know.
To me,
like
she
SZA?
gave me vibes of like SZA and an LMA put together in terms of like SZA's subject matter of a Kill Bill. Because I was telling my girl that when I was listening to it, I'm like, this sounds like SZA's Kill Bill almost.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty toxic. And so that led me to actually go listen to 2 of her projects. One was a compilation that, you know, I was looking for a project, but I guess Spotify misplaced one of her projects as an EP instead of an album, so it was in the singles category. So I listened to one of her compilation projects, Toxic Anthems. She has 4 songs on there, Bonnie and Clyde with Fabio Foreign.
Is she from New York?
I don't know. I think she's from up north, though. She has Touchin', which I thought was cool. Effing Him Too,
How's she
very
doing?
toxic song. Trouble, good song as well. But then I was like, okay, she has an actual...
Honey Baby?
Honey Baby. Honey, then BXBY. So no A in the baby. And so she actually has a project called 3 Words, 8 Letters. I listened to the deluxe version because the deluxe is just 12 songs, 37 minutes. Overall, I enjoyed what I heard of it. Now, she does have room to grow, and to me, she makes really good songs. I'm just trying to see where her trajectory would be in R&B because, like I said, to me, she's like a fusion between a LMA and a SZA. LMA vocally, kind of SZA vocally to a degree as well because, you know, SZA kind of sounds weird.
Yeah, she's not the best singer.
Yeah. But I think that this girl, she kind of reminds me of SZA vocally, but she has a lighter voice kind of like an LMA. And, you know, she's just one of those girls. I would say she's a lover girl, but she's, you know, she takes up that side chick mantle sometimes where she's like, oh, yeah, that's your man, but, you know, I'm smashing him too.
Was she the female Brent Fayez?
Yeah, if you want to say opposite wise, because this production definitely is not Brent Fayez. So this would be the opposite of what Brent Fayez does.
Her production is more lines of what?
It's
She's
more,
from Jersey.
It's more, do I want to say hip hop influence?
Like Drake inspired when it comes to his R&B stuff or what?
Drake is a bit more moody. So no,
Okay.
like this sounds like
Like Summer Walker type of bag R&B she did?
kind of. Okay. That's the closest I could put. Summer Walker, LMA.
Yeah.
It's not as polished or it doesn't have that money like that behind it. But it's more so like bright and colorful, kind of like that R&B rather than a moody, atmospheric, dark R&B like a Brent Fayez or a Party Next Door.
Okay.
But, you know, she's being toxic. She talks about sex. And she's very vulgar with it as well.
She got a big head.
But, you know, she had a performance on the radar, and that's what helped me find her on Twitter because her post was going viral. And I enjoyed it. So, yeah. 3 words, 8 letters, The Deluxe by Honey Baby. I plan to go through and listen to some more of your singles. I didn't like the fact that you added the same song 3 times, and 2 of them was just 2 different remixes with 2 different people with Busta Rhymes and K.R.I.T. I didn't like that, so I didn't even try to listen to the rest of that part. But yeah, 3 words, 8 letters by Honey Baby. Baby, take the A out, put an X right there. I'm trying to see if I have any more projects. I mean, I know I have projects. Oh.
What?
I've been hyping this up, but I don't know how long. I talked to Flo last week, and I was like, yo, I know that album dropping. Is it that heat?
Yeah.
They told me to be all 3 of them on the phone because when I called them, all 3 of them answered.
So it was what you call it when we used to do back in the day? We used to combine the calls.
Oh,
like
3-way
3
call?
ways, 4 ways.
No. But they all have one phone, and I got them under there as Flo. So I called them, and I was like, yo, like, is that album heat? Like, because I can't come to the podcast, and I'm talking about y'all album, and it's not heat. You know what I'm saying? I've been hyping y'all up. I've been, this album better be heat. They told me, yeah, Chase is going to be heat. Trust me, we got you. God dang it, they got me, B.
It was heat, B?
Oh, B, this is heat. Now, I will say this, and I hate to say this, we got to bring this conversation back up. This is pop.
Yeah.
Pop R&B, though. This album is definitely pop R&B.
That
if you
old
guys don't
Destiny
know,
Child feel, right?
yes, but Destiny Child had a lot more R&B cuts on the B-sides.
Okay.
This is completely like pop R&B. They have a few R&B cuts, but most of this is pop R&B. And so I went to this album, I heard some of their singles, I heard some of their EPs, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm with it, Flo. Please bring me the album. I got the album. The intro comes in, sets the tone. You know, they obviously take inspiration from people like Destiny Child, TLC, TLC, Destiny Child. What's the other one to make? SWV.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they take some inspiration from those trios right there. Bring it to
3LW.
here. What?
3LW. Cheetah Girls.
Yes. Because I see someone post on there, I think it was 4 from Potty Mouth, Disney Channel music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, chill. I'm like, calm down. But, you know, I listen to the album, set the tone. And each song be song after song after song. I'm like, this is it. That's it. Oh, B. I enjoyed this album. And you know me, I'm not a big pop guy like that. And when I was listening to this album, I'm like, this isn't like a traditional R&B album. I'm like, I don't know what to call this R&B because at first I told my girl to listen to it. No, because she asked me, I was listening to it. I was like, that new flow. You know I'm on that flow. She's like, I'm listening to it too. She was like, it sounds too kiddie. And I'm like, I'm like, I see what you say sound-wise. I'm like, but I don't know what R&B to label this as. Then the more I listen to it, I'm like, this is pop.
Yeah.
This is pop R&B. But it wasn't clicking to me the term because we don't really have many pop R&B people. Like, we have songs in R&B that become pop.
But it give you that
but this is like, this is intended to be pop R&B.
It give you that pop R&B vibe, like, you know, the boy is mine.
Yeah, but I think that to me, it has more R&B. That has more R&B elements to it to make it like, okay, you know, this is R&B. Like you like, but this it has the pop elements of like it's easily accessible, and that's the one thing I love about this album is that it is easily accessible. I mean, access all areas. I'm accessing them all on this track list right here. 16 songs, 47 minutes. God dang it, Flo. Some of the transitions that you have from one song to another, and like I said, there are some songs in here where I can tell that this album is not going to be for everybody. This is definitely a pop R&B album. And if you don't like pop, girly, like very bright, bubble gum, cotton candy like pop R&B, you're not going to like this album.
You might as well listen to some K-pop, B.
B, please respect me on this platform. But yeah, we got the song Check, one of my favorites. We got On and On, which is a B-side, and I'm like, oh my gosh, from Check to On and On. Trustworthy, the interlude, which is an R&B cut, which I'm like, all right, you're doing your thing on here. Glorilla had a good verse on here, even though some people was like, oh, that should have been JT. Shut up, y'all don't know music. That keeps reminding me, B, people on Twitter, women mostly, do not be knowing how good music.
They got Cynthia Erivo talking on here.
Yeah, she narrates the first track.
Yuckas.
But overall, the only track that I was like, on was the last track, I'm Just a Girl. But it won me over at the end because I'm like, all right, I see what y'all trying to do. Because I've heard some stuff like this done on the Destiny Child project. And I'm like, I can live with this. Overall, for me, Flo.
Add it into the library, B. I'm a P.
B, if you don't like pop R&B, I'm telling you, this is very bubblegum cotton candy right here.
Bro, I listen to all type of stuff, B.
B, I'm going to be real with you. That Chappelle Rohan, if that's pop, I like this pop.
Yeah.
I like this. These girls is doing their things. Vocally, they're there. I enjoyed this project all the way. The only thing I'll say is that None of them stand out from each other.
Yeah.
But they are in sync. And the one thing I love about this project is that you could tell that there is money behind this. Whoever made this project, they believe in these 3 girls.
Okay.
They're from the UK, and I hate to be the Zionist on here, but god dang America, where are we slipping at, man? Because they coming out with great projects like this. Like I said, whoever made this project, helped produce it, they put some money behind it, they believe in this. Because this sounds loud.
Hey, we did that, done that. That's why it's not as big.
Yeah, but we need to keep doing it because
did that,
look at the people that's trying
We
to
did
do
that,
it
done
that's not
that, man.
successful.
Look at
the
Summer
people that's
Walker.
trying to do
They
it.
can't rock with her. She
B,
killing it.
We've talked about this before. There's a big gap between a lot of these R&B artists.
What's her gap? What they got? What they got? What they got?
No. We need to get this gap up. That's what I'm saying. We need to bring more variety into the
yeah,
R&B space because a lot of people say that a lot of R&B is the same.
I'm pro-America.
You know I am.
Get them out of here.
No. Bring them in here. Bring them in here. I like this. Flo, you did your goddamn thing on this album. I've been hyping it up. I've been replaying it. God dang it, I enjoy this. B.
They ain't gonna put out on the album, B. They gonna break up.
Don't say that.
Somebody gonna be like, yo, the light skinned one, I think she's the star.
But see, that's the thing, B. They got all shades on the team.
They
B.
got 2 shades. They got light skin, dark skin.
No, they don't. They got the light skin, brown skin, dark
Boy, they
skin.
both
That's the lighting. That's the lighting.
No,
That's
bro,
the
they
lighting.
both
Look.
dark, bro. They both dark skin.
No, they not. No,
B,
that was, she's
no.
darker. No, B, no,
No.
trust me. I seen the CD cover. The one is
They
darker.
gonna
than
break
the other.
her off, and she gonna have her own solo joint.
So you think she gonna be the Beyonce of the group?
That's what they gonna do. They do that to the
Man.
fair skin folk.
Man, whatever.
Tell me
Access All Areas by Flo. Y'all did a phenomenal, amazing job. I can't find nothing wrong with it. If you like this type of R&B, to me this was great. You could tell there was people behind this. They put their money behind this.
All right.
But now, I got 2 discography deep dives. First of all, I'm gonna talk about is my boy Amir Obi. It's been a long time since I've heard anything from him or talked about him.
Sus
You probably
buck.
saw him.
That
You
boy
saw me
looking
listening
weird
to
in
him
there.
this week. Well, last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, like what happened to Amir, man? Because I went to his project after the deluxe because I heard after last year. And I never heard of deluxe. I'm like, oh, is that in tracks? No, it's actually it's basically kind of like a different version of his actual album after. And it was different versions. There's different tracks on there, things like that. I thought it was going to be like a literal deluxe where it's adding tracks to the previous version. But no, it was actually something different. But Amir Obi is someone who I found out about during college, during high school.
You showed me Amir Obi, right?
During my tail end of high school. And he's this one guy where it's like, if you like a Party Next Door, you'll enjoy Amir Obi. Specifically Party Next Door 2 to 3 vibes, you'll enjoy an Amir Obi. And he's one of those figures in hip-hop where he's worked with a Drake on Star 67 on If You're Reading This Is Too Late. And, he's trying to do his own thing. He tried to have his own little lane of, like, being very melodic, being very atmospheric, being very chill. To me, this is... Him and Nav are kind of, like, similar in certain instances where it's like, dang, like, I had my 2 guys, and I don't know what happened to them. But I listened to Happening in the Gray Area. I love that project. I listened to this project day in, day out during college. This was my number 1 project probably at the time, besides the Nipsey Hussle project. We have None of the Clock's Work, which is like a short EP. It's about 7 songs, 22 minutes. I didn't really like this one like that when it first came out. There were some songs I liked on here, like Wish You Well, Bad Timing Interlude, and Cigarettes. Like that little run from right there, I'm like, oh, this is it right here. I'm like, you need to develop on that sound a little more. All the other songs is cool, but those are the 3 standout tracks right there.
Yeah.
He even had a placement on some Madden game, I think. Then, he took a big gap, a 6-year gap between None of the Clock's Work and After. From 2017 to 2023, he dropped After. I listened to it last year, and I was like, oh. And last year, I kind of slept on it. And so I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Never returned back to it, though. But then I remembered he had a deluxe version of After. And I listened to it last week, and I'm like, I'm like, I like this, but it's not punching for me yet. So I went back to After, the regular edition, and I'm like, oh, this is his best project right here. What was I tripping on? I'm like, I don't know what I was on. And Amir, to me, he perfected the sound that he was going for on After. I'm not saying it's a perfect sound, but the sound that he was going for on stuff like Happening in the Gray Area plus None of the Clock's Work, if you like those sounds, he perfects it perfectly on his project After. The project itself is 13 songs, 38 minutes. Amir does his thing. I mean, and I went through his whole discography, so I even went through the EPs for like Won't Find Love in the Hills, Can't Be a blank _ here, chapter 1, 2, and 3. Not gonna lie, them 3 EPs Can't Be a blank here. Some MIDI. But I can tell that he was trying to play with the sound.
Before I Vomit was my stuff, boy.
B.
Before the Vomit?
No, this EP, Won't Find Love in the Hills.
Yeah, that was fire.
No, Peak. He went 3 for 3 on this.
Yeah,
I don't know how he did this, B. Tell me all your flaws, baby, you're late. Yeah, no, hard. I don't know, man. It's just one of those days where I'm like, dang, Amir, what happened? That song he had, No Peace, that came out in 2016?
Peace was fire.
I just like, dang, what happened? Like, it's like you lost all the steam and momentum you had behind you. I just want to know, like, are you working on something behind the scenes with other, like, artists? And if so, what artists are you working on to help develop their sound?
Yeah, maybe he's more
Of a background
scenes guy.
Which would make sense, but I just want to know, like, who are you
Or
working
maybe he
with?
just took a huge break and just chilling. I don't know.
That too?
I don't hear nobody talk about this guy.
I've never heard anyone talk about this guy. He had one viral song on not TikTok, Vine.
Yeah.
And that's how I found his project that's not even on streaming. So, yeah, Amir Obi is someone who I was like, dang, what really happened to him? And so, I just wanted to check him out. I wanted to reminisce me.
Put some shine on him on the pod.
Yeah. Plus, he had a little on the radar freestyle too, and that's what made me go back to him because he had not a freestyle, a performance because he has a new track out called Crash.
Yeah.
And he recently performed it on OTR, and I'm like, oh, my boy's back. So I went through the discography. And I'm like, dang, I miss Amir Obi, man. I miss him. And last discography deep dive I have be that boy Dave Blunt's.
Pedophile.
This boy Dave Blunt. So I've heard of him obviously before the whole viral clip that went viral because I've seen him on TikTok and I've seen some of his. I've heard some of his memes on Twitter like months ago before they was even going like viral like this one was. And so you brought him up on the pod last time.
I was late to him. I never heard of him.
Yeah, I have, but I never really paid him attention because I was like, I don't take him seriously. Yeah. And so I went to his thing because he has a super viral song that's going off right now. And I'm like, all right.
Is it Crying in the Kitchen or something like that?
Yeah. It's off the project I Would Like to See You Try. And so I went to the project. First of all, horrible album cover, but hey, we do
Bro
what we
got
do.
the piece of broccoli, bro.
He's struggling, but he got the double cup in the corner. And so, he also had the viral clip recently of him being super overweight, performing while sitting down in that chair.
That was sad as hell.
It's not sad because he's choosing to do that.
No, he could have thyroid issues.
He could.
Yeah.
He could. But B,
Just as sad.
what he talks about on here, it makes me think that he's doing this to himself.
Man, I hope.
Because all he talks about, B, is lean, double cupping, codeine, popping pills, spinning the block, having some Hawaiians to do his job for him.
Did you listen to all this stuff?
I listened to all of it, B.
Bro, what the hell? It's 24 tracks, B.
B, I will be real with you. The first 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 4 albums, literally you could just listen to Well Dude, Here's My Thing. You would get everything in that project from there. Because I went through each of these projects, but you got to listen to, look how long these projects are. They're like less than 10 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? But these right here.
Yeah. No, his actual 2 like studio projects, this is why I'm like, okay, this format for him does not work.
Yeah.
Because you have some standout stuff in the shorter projects that you have, but like in a project like Well Dude, Here's My Thing, I'm like, okay, I see where you're going at with this. And there's some tracks I like, but the edginess sometimes wears off, or sometimes it just gets a bit too redundant to where it's like it don't have that same punch or impact, to where it's like none of these songs kind of really stand out from one another. And I'm not saying I expect some lyrical spiritual miracle. I guess for me, someone like a BFB the Pac-Man, who you could tell is a comedic rapper who's trying to come in there and try to make you laugh. To me, his songs all come with like different type of production and the way that he raps on them. I'm like, okay, I enjoy this. But to me, this got way too redundant, way too quickly. And I listened to his second debut album. Well, not debut, his second sophomore album. If I Could, I Would, which was supposed to be a deluxe of Well Dude, Here's My Thing. Still similar formula. He has a whole bunch of tracks, but in fact, I think the effect really wears off on this because at times you could sometimes be like, is he actually still trying to be funny or is he actually trying to take this serious?
Yeah.
And that's where it started to get scary because I'm like, I hope you're not trying to take this seriously. Because you rapping about the same subject matter, it's just that it's less jokey or it's less crude or it's less edgy. And, there's some stuff in here that I like. There's just some stuff that's just so laugh out loud funny. Like, he's always bringing up Abigail. He's always bringing up Madison. He's always bringing up how this guy Julian is a B word. He just gets so...
He has his little lore, though.
Yeah, he has his little lore. And, it's like, oh, Abigail, she let the whole hood hit. But he really loved her.
Her name being Abigail is crazy.
Yeah,
he's from Utah, her, bro.
Yeah. He can't put the cup down. He don't love Madison, but he loves medicine. It's that Juice WRLD / Lil Yachty type fusion where it's like, this is funny, but it definitely wears off very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Like I said, I listened to all his projects from Bigger Than I Ever Was.
Oh boy. He do this for the culture. Yeah. I would never.
You are not that special. I could do what you could do. I Would Like to See You Try. I even listened to his EPs. Jace and his undying quest to find his dad.
Yeah.
FTBZ. I want to check it out because I'm just like, I know one of my things is like certain people, if I check out all their stuff, I'm never going to have a need to go back to it ever again.
Dude, you could have done so much more.
Yeah, but I didn't know what else to listen to though. I have a list of stuff to listen to.
I see.
No, but you know stuff that I don't need to really focus in on. Though.
Okay, I could give you some stuff that you can just play.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, I listen to all of Dave Blunt's projects and songs. I will not recommend that. I will never do it again. I do this for you guys, man. I bring the content to you guys. It's just the fact that it was like, I don't feel sorry for him because I feel like he puts himself in this position.
At this point, he's getting a lot of attention and he's in this shape of, so it's probably something that's, that he will.
It's part of his marketing. But that's the thing. When it comes to this, you looking like this, but also talking about the stuff that you talk about, it's part of the marketing.
He might have the Lizzo effect once he start losing weight. People going to be like, Dave, you're not funny, skinny.
Yeah, but, they say Lizzo used to be talented. I don't know, was talented. I don't know. Then they start bringing up that case against Lizzo.
She could play the saxophone or something like that, right?
I don't
like
know.
Bill Clinton.
Yuck.
She played the ukulele or some shit.
But yeah, I can tell that this is one of those things that he'll be forgotten with the times.
Oh, most definitely. People just going to...
I hate saying that about people.
Diddler.
Yeah.
You got that
yeah, that's off of one of his weaker projects. That's not even on the debut.
It's crazy because the most viral part is him calling himself to ER. Mm-hmm. And like the white folks
fat
love
word.
it, bro. The fat white, bro, they kill it.
Well, they saying that white people just love it in general.
You know what I'm saying? They love that.
Which, I mean, I was looking at the comments of some of the stuff that he was doing. I'm like, yeah, I see why.
They love seeing fat black people, bro.
And they love seeing black people degrade themselves, B.
Bro, it's disgusting.
But yeah, Dave Blunt's, I will never do that again. But I do like that little crying in the kitchen song. I'm not gonna lie, that song. I like his auto tune, and I like his beat selection. That's the one thing. I like the beat selection, and to me, it brings me back into
Got
that.
a white wrist litter.
I got money. I can't say it because you know what I'm saying. But yeah, overall, I was like, okay, there's some stuff that's funny that actually made me laugh out loud. But like I said, the effect wears off very soon, especially when all the stuff gets very redundant. The beat selection gets very redundant. Some stuff, like if I tune in and I tune out, I'm like, oh, I like this beat. And I like it. But yeah, overall, Dave Blunt is not someone I'd recommend. But I did say that we need to go to one of his concerts.
No.
Well, but you didn't want to get him on the show? Get a little interview?
Hell, little interview? That's going to be a big one. I'm going to bring my camera in, too.
You gotta get all angles.
You going to get all angles, boy. My bad, Dave.
Oh man,
Little
he
jokey
knows. Yeah, he knows.
Little
But
jokey
yeah, but that's about it for what we've been jamming. Let us know what you've been jamming down in the comment section down below. But now it's time to get on to the news section of the show, where we give you guys some new music releases, some new announcements, and some of the hip hop news and current events that are happening. Let's start off with some of the new releases in terms of music and announcements. Saba and No ID from the private collection of Saba and No ID, January 2025. B, how you feeling?
Oh, man. I'm tuned in because I know they dropped this. I don't know if they dropped another single. I know they dropped a single like a few months ago. I don't know if it's a single to the album, but something with product. It was cool. It wasn't something I go back to at all. But a full project from Stop and No ID. I'm tuned in, B. I don't know about you, but this got to go into the Rolodecky, man.
No ID?
Yeah, No ID on here.
I like the production.
Saba.
Saba is one of those ones where I don't have nothing against Saba because I like Care For Me.
Yeah.
But it's just something that I never just had the interest to go back to Saba. Yeah. I'm not saying that he's a bad artist or anything like that. Because I like Care For Me. It's just one of those things where it's like during the time when so much music was coming out at that time, so much other stuff was catching my attention at that time.
We need to talk about like 2018, bro. 2018 is a really good year. Did we talk about that year?
We have not.
2018 was a...
We got to look at some of the releases.
I think overall it was a real, like for hip hop, it was one of those years.
We got to make that a bonus.
You got beefs, you got big deaths that happened, like some dope music, like Nipsey.
No, not the big death. I'm thinking of the beef.
Oh, Drake, Pusha.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's when Scorpion came out that year?
All that, yeah. 2018.
Remember I told you,
yeah,
my
2018 is that one of those years. Kind of kin to 2024, to be honest with you. Kind of great.
Hey, we might have to actually put that in the notes somewhere and talk about it.
I'm just saying, I have real conversations, freaking Twitter conversations.
Oh, come on, B. You don't want to talk about his haircut?
Nah, I don't.
You don't want to talk about the haircut of 2024? Nah. The IG picture 2024? Come on, B. All the news outlets are talking about it. Why can't we?
Drake look like he'll wear this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next thing, a posthumous album, which is very nasty. Juice WRLD, The Party Never Ends, November 29th. Why do you have to release this on my birthday of all times?
Yeah.
Nicki recently dropped a remix on one of his songs from his first album.
Yeah.
And someone else was on it, Halsey. Why? B.
Yeah,
what in the
like,
money cash grab is this?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of things that his estate is like really like
Atrocious. It
they
needs to
like
be more
milk-
like Mac Miller.
Yeah, they like they milking them and like they not doing it. They not handling it with kid gloves. You know, it's like they're not handling. It seems like they're not handling it with care because they kind of like put out a lot of stuff and they're like forcing it to the fan base because they know they're gonna support. Because he's still a really profitable artist, and you know, after his untimely death. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It's kind of sad. Like Mac Miller estate, they be killing it, bro.
Yeah.
They do really well.
But I think maybe I don't want to say he was more in tune with his music, but it just seems like Juice WRLD just seems like he just recorded too much.
But you gotta
and he has too much left over, so that gives them access to be able to do all that.
And also it's a thing of like with Juice WRLD, he was so young, he was still kind of what, 2-3 years in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So some of this stuff, yeah, they're forcing out, and like it's not stuff that it was like, oh, this gonna be on here. Like with Mac, he actually had projects in the tuck, things that he was working on because he was a multifaceted.
Felt a bit more curated.
Yeah, he was really multifaceted, like playing instruments, doing this production and stuff like that. And Juice WRLD just making his his ballads. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of this stuff is just the same. You know what I'm saying?
Low quality.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that Juice WRLD all
Yeah,
over is low
yeah.
quality,
Because you
but
gotta understand,
a
he
lot of
didn't
the
get
stuff that's getting released.
And plus, he didn't get to grow as an artist like that, man. And I don't know, it's just a shame. But I understand that when they come to a family, bro, that like lost a big breadwinner and like got to get that money, man. You know what
Well,
I'm
you
saying?
ain't got to. You can always work on your own from your own merit.
Yeah, but if you got a sibling or a child or anyone that's accumulates this type of money with their music, bro, you gotta push it out there.
Yeah, it's called greed.
A lot of us have it, bro.
Yeah.
The love of money can be the root of all evil, man.
Here comes this guy, philosophical genius. Next project, Boldy James and Harry Fraud, The Brictionary, November 22nd.
I'm on it. I'm peeping
Oh, that's
out.
this week, right?
Yeah, that's oh dang, it is. I would have put that there.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll talk about that right after.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 Deluxe, The Hiatus, December 13th. B, why is this important for you and the Barbs?
Oh, you said something?
Yeah, I've always said this on this platform, and I've said this in my Nicki Minaj deep dive.
She's milking it.
She's milking it. She be having 3 to 4 versions of the same goddamn album, literally called them Deluxe, Super Deluxe, Supreme Deluxe, and it's be like one extra track added. That whole Gag City Deluxe, Reloaded, Future Edition. I'm like, you only added one song with Future.
Nicki is like,
She's making it all right.
she's giving me like the vibes of like, she's just a villain. Like I can see Nicki just smoking a cigarette and be like, they'll like it regardless. Like
She's up there with Oprah in the movie.
just smoked a cigarette.
Remember
like,
that? Remember that movie Freaknik, the cartoon with T-Pain, and he
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
she's in that little.
I feel like yes, bro. I don't know, man. It's like she's the boule or whatever. I think it was called the boule. But like, bro, nah, man. Nicki she just seemed like a villain, and she used her little minions out on Twitter, social media for bad, for evil. Like like she will be a villain in like the freaking what's it, Gru world? Like in that world, Despicable Me world.
She
like
be Gru and all her bars will be the minions.
Yes, bro. Like,
and they actually talk like them because they just be speaking gibberish and just nonsense.
bro, I shut so many of them up, bro. Like having discourse with them, because they just so like.
B, I told him that JT is wiping. Is what Nicki wiped down. What are you talking about? She hasn't done that. I'm like, you really taking this seriously? You are an idiot right now.
Oh yeah, he's playing with us now. Let's back off.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And next project that we got announced at Camp Flognaw, Mac Miller's unreleased Balloonerism will officially be released soon. We don't have a date when, but it was announced at Flognaw along with Doom having a little tribute.
Yeah, they did a tribute for Doom. Yeah,
which is dope. But yeah, it's dope to see Mac Miller fans getting Mac's music the way that it was intended, or most likely to be intended, to be released. And like we said earlier, his estate seems to be really actually taking care of it, trying to hold Mac Miller's legacy still high up in regards in terms of like, because this isn't really like a posthumous release.
Yeah.
It's more of like this is something that he had already. He just hadn't released it at that time yet. You know what I'm really waiting on, though, B? That Mac Lib.
Oh, when that come out, I hope they really get to push that.
Because Madlib said he already got it. He said it's all. He said
Like, he got Mad Villain too.
I don't think he's ever gonna release that.
Yeah. It'd be up to the state or what they want to do. Because Doom, I feel like Doom people handling stuff pretty well.
I thought Doom.
The blessings was to the state already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Doom was like, okay, this is already done. Like, you can release this whenever you want. Type stuff. And whenever you're done putting the finished touches, I already did my part. Yeah, that's why I think.
But I'm talking about like with his estate. Maybe they don't want to like just force a lot of stuff because right now they kind of like putting out more merch and stuff. They're going to like his
The
older stuff,
anniversaries and stuff like
and they
that.
haven't. It has no posthumous releases. Haven't been since he passed.
Which is actually
Yeah.
kind of good.
It's just been
but see,
nothing
that's
but-
one of those things. But I'm like, it's not greedy. Respect it.
What's so dope is about them is they giving us more of what we wanted, like Doom merch.
Mm-hmm.
Like more people wanted Doom merch and stuff like that. Like me, I get to have a statue. I get to have a Doom freaking cereal box and with a little figure and it comes with a little mic and a Doom freaking skateboard deck and a print. Like
I'm
it's
pretty
just,
sure you would have been wanted this. This is the one guy I knew that liked Doom.
yeah. Like I'm just saying it's stuff I always wanted, but I wanted the stuff officially from them, but it'll sell out way before I was really into Doom. Cause all this like his statue, the Man Villain statue, I think it came out like 06. Bro, I couldn't afford that. That thing was like $100 or $150 when I was a kid. Like, oh, come on.
Game is game.
Yeah, hey, bro. Hey, boy, did you see him? His return,
Game is game.
bro, is sick. But yeah, man, I'm really ready to listen to this because I know on the bootleg of this album it's like 34 tracks. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna really condense that down into like probably maybe 18.
Or
you know
they might do a disc 1, disc 2 type situation.
They could, but I think that I'll save some of those tracks on there.
Do like a deluxe version.
Not even that. Like probably do a
Part
prospect
2?
release. So like you said, deluxe maybe. But I think you should make it like a really cohesive project. I think they will. Because you don't want to have it too bloated. Because that joint was like 34 tracks. But
Maybe
it's
he already
like,
had it curated. He just never got to actually putting it out and releasing it. So maybe
he got
already
tracks
has it.
on there with SZA. And SZA sounded really good on there at the beginning.
But B, go ahead and tell us the albums that are dropping this week.
Bro, we only got 2, man. We coming here with Ice Cube Man Down, B. Are we gonna test this, B? Come on, I think it's it's a legend, B.
We can. But I think the ice done melted.
Oh, it's a legend, bro. We got
that flow
to.
that he had on that track on
It's
Twitter.
my ego. It's my ego. That probably was just a little fun track.
Yeah.
Hey, get out my igloo.
You think he's gonna talk? You think he's gonna actually talk about any type of politics on the album?
He probably will. Now Trump in office. I tried to do this. Now y'all.
Wait, no, it can't be that soon because that means that you just started doing the album, so that definitely means it's last minute.
You know he dropped probably. He probably just dropped the verse.
Oh, he dropped the deluxe me?
Hey, this gonna be in the Rolly Decky, and we're gonna have some of you old heads pissed. Or maybe y'all agree with us on this.
This is not death certificate. He was definitely not. Shut up. All right, what's the next project, B?
All right, the next project we got Bodie James and Harry Fraud, The Dictionary. It's coming out this Friday, just like the Ice Cube. So, I know about you. If you want to check it out, I know I am. But you say you like Bodie.
I
But
like
I don't know if
Bodie.
you're a Harry Fraud guy.
The music got Harry Fraud.
Yeah,
That's it, man.
the music got the
Yeah.
Harry Fraud.
Harry Fraud.
Yeah. So yeah,
Remember, I liked his production on that Ransom project.
yeah.
Yeah.
The music got the Harry
You already
Fraud.
know. I think Griselda oversaturating the game this year. Which, I mean, hey, y'all do what y'all do. But I have my opinion. Y'all oversaturating it.
But you gotta understand, like I know this is semantics, but you got Griselda releases, you got Bodie releases. Like some stuff don't be on the Griselda. It just be his own stuff.
Well, I'm saying
so mostly
Griselda 'cause he's connected with that tree.
because his whole thing before he was with them, bros, it's so because like Griselda, but Bodie, it's a different sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
but I'm
different.
saying because he's with them.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
know
why
what you.
I'm not
I know
saying
what you.
like,
I know
oh,
what you.
this sounds like a Griselda project.
But it don't feel
because
like they blown to me, man.
To
I
me,
feel like a
it
lot.
is because I don't like hearing this many projects.
How many projects you
the
listen
same
from Bodie
artist. From Bodie?
this year
3.
that came out this year?
No, none.
Yeah,
But
I'm talking
remember,
about this
I
year,
listened
yeah.
to 3 this
But
year.
I'm saying of old stuff.
Yeah,
But I'm saying you listen to nothing that he dropped this year. Though.
because none of that stuff.
So
interested
how's it
me.
bloated? If you didn't even you didn't even eat the food. You didn't even get bloated.
That's like me saying that about the future. Like, how is that bloated? If
I ate
none
the food. I ate that
Yeah.
future food.
and that was good.
No, I was.
It was good.
No, you didn't eat the food. So how did you bloated?
No, I'm saying he's oversaturating. He is dropping a lot. He's
put
dropping like 3 projects, just like Future did.
We
get
put out
Future
3
to,
projects.
we get Future the oversaturation talks, but we're not giving that to Bodie. This is crazy. The bias.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation on Twitter.
Yes.
Future is all in your face. It's different.
Go.
Nobody, boy, Bodie.
B. I'm not talking about the mainstream. I'm talking about to me.
And then if it's
as a
spacious,
consumer,
freaking Future dropped stuff less than like 6 months apart. Like,
and he stopped. He chilled.
but I'm saying Bodie didn't do it like that. Top of the year, middle, and then at the end of the year. Like, come on, it's so much space between. You forgot that he dropped the first track with Nicholas Craven in the beginning of the year.
No,
Like,
then the one where he's on the stretcher.
yeah.
No, I didn't forget
What's the
that.
second one he dropped?
The one with the railroads.
And who was it with?
Conductor.
How long? Look, they so much time apart, and then you got this.
Wait, nah, you trying to make it seem like I didn't know what drop.
No,
I keep my ear to the streets.
I wasn't saying it. I'm talking about the space of it. January, the middle, and then the end.
To me, it's over. B. I don't like my artists coming out.
Oversaturated.
I don't like my artists coming out with more than 2 projects.
He's not your artist, B.
You're
not even getting to eat the food. Boy say he bloated, didn't even eat the food. He oversaturated.
I can't partake. That's still not oversaturation. That's crazy.
No,
that is oversaturation.
You gotta feel it.
Put out the goddamn pause. Put out the goddamn quality.
Look, I will not know that. I don't know this kid. I'm just saying, like Ken Carson, right? Let's say he put out 3 projects.
I would have said that's oversaturation.
With me, I wouldn't give an F because I don't even listen to him. I don't know what he put out. That's what I'm saying. To me, that's him doing his thing. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Hey, I said it's oversaturation. I didn't say that his quality was low. I'm just saying it's oversaturated.
I'm talking about, if I'm not in that, I won't feel it. Like I'm saying, I'm not even listening to that. So I wouldn't even care. Bro just be having takes to have takes. Bro, it's like Twitter, bro. He's walking Twitter, bro.
Correct. I'm the streets. I am the streets. Right now, the streets is getting bloated right now.
Are you gonna listen to this project? We don't have to review it, but are you gonna listen to it? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna talk about it.
I want to. If you talk about it, I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Because we don't have Bodie James in the Rolodex. And I think as a fan of Bodie, we need to have him in the Rolodex.
Yeah.
Like it's only right because you put me on the Bodie.
Yeah.
You tried to years ago.
Didn't work.
Years ago.
Hey, bro.
I told you, B. Alchemist is like a gateway drug. I need the Alchemist to get me in. Pause.
What if Bodie drops something with Metro Boomin?
Yeah,
you know he got a J Dilla joint. That ain't really it ain't came out yet, but
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
But I've heard I didn't know too much about that, and I forgot to ask you about that.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, Bodie James, Harry Fraud, I like his production. Bodie James, I like his rapping. I'm gonna see. You know, I got really burnt out on the Alchemist stuff this year. So,
but that's Al. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, well, I was just going back and forth. I'm like, oh yeah, all this stuff, because I was listening to The Rock, loved it. Listened to Bodie, all that stuff, loved it. The Al Green or Gang Green.
But this
was cool.
See, this my thing. See, now you ate the food. You was seeing it. See, Al been doing that.
Yeah, and I would have been saying that oversaturation.
And I've been saying that.
Yeah.
Bro, if you go into the stuff, Uncle Al, I love you, bro.
I
got some bones to pick with you, boy.
For me, I'm just saying, I call it how I see it. That's how I see it. Oversaturation, man. I'm not saying that
he dropped the vinyl. He dropped the vinyl over the weekend, I believe, on Friday.
For what?
Uncle Al, man.
Nigga.
Uncle Al, ALC Records.
Man, all right, man. I seen some people trying to cancel them months ago, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, that's about it for all the new releases and the releases coming out this week. Let's get on to the hip hop news and current events. Pretty slim week, B. I don't know, it's been slim ever since the whole politics, the election and all that's been happening. A lot of people are still sad. But we can talk about some good news. Smino was honored by Harvard University's Black Men's Forum with the Lifetime Achievement Award. B, how we feeling about that?
It's pretty dope, man. I like Smino of all people. But
yeah, I want to know why. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I want to know why. I wasn't able to really look into it. I saw him posting about it on Instagram, and I seen him, taking pictures with people, getting the award and stuff like that, which I think is dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know.
Why?
I just don't understand it. But like, shout out to you, bro. I ain't got no award.
Hey, this is like Kendrick when he got that. Was it the Pulitzer?
The Pulitzer?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not.
No, well, yeah, I know it's not saying. But I'm just saying.
I know. I'm just checking it around.
Yeah. Next piece of news that we have, I just want to bring something up positive.
Yeah.
It seems
We
like
got
so
some
much
positive stuff in here.
Yeah.
I think it's number positive things in this, V.
Next piece of news we got: J. Cole and Ibrahim Hamad are doing an audio series,
a podcast.
Yeah, a podcast. Like, stop trying to be pretentious.
I don't know what to call it, man. It's just like a move. J. Cole, man, my bad, bro, for the loud, but J. Cole make you want to just smack him. I don't know what to call it.
Nah, he been hanging around Yachty too much. That's what that pretentious is really rubbing off on each other.
I don't know what to call it, man. We were just, bro, it's a podcast.
And so a lot of people, the video trailer for it dropped out. I believe as we're recording this episode, the episode drops today. And it's supposed to be going over J. Cole's career, which is cool if you're really interested in his career. Me, I'm not too interested, but if you want to talk about certain things from it on here, I'll be cool with that. Some things that people have been speculating that there was music in there from Friday Night Lights playing in the background. They said, "Oh, that stuff coming to streaming." So when Friday Night hit streaming, we need to do a review.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
we got an anniversary coming up soon. B.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out the pod. B. I'm gonna check out his audio podcast.
Yeah, his audio series. Oh my gosh, shut up.
Then the dude narrating. Yeah, man, we were just talking, bro. Y'all planned this. We were just talking, bro, and then we did it the next day, and the next. boy, y'all playing this. Nobody just, we just
Let's
pop-
pick up some mics and
let's record us talking, and we just did it again. And like, bro,
No,
cut it
that's
out.
called planning your content.
Y'all planned it out.
That's called bulk recording.
Yeah.
Making sure you plan it out and then putting the episodes out. Because there ain't no way you last minute, let me go get an editor, let me go get the thumbnail person, let me go get all this together so we can actually put this out.
I wonder if it's gonna be like Open Mike Eagle does a podcast where he brings on certain artists and he talks about their their story of how they got into the game and their success. He do it really dope, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Open Mike Eagle is dope, bro.
I think what it is this guy, maybe this might be a friend of Cole's, and he might be
he's a part. I think he's like in Dreamville, the guy that he's going back and forth with talking.
So I'm wondering, like,
Amon,
how are they pinpointing certain? Because this thing says season 1.
Yeah.
I wonder, one, how many seasons is there going to be? Obviously, his career is still going. And 2, how in depth are they going to get, right?
Yeah.
And 3, why do an audio series? Why not just do a video format?
Yeah, I don't know.
You could literally just sit in front of the camera. We could do this.
Yeah.
Like,
What I'm thinking is the season 1 probably shows that they might go other places with this. Might get other artists, in other rappers and stuff to come on and tell their story. Maybe a season 2 of freaking
Their experience
West
with
Side
J. Cole?
Boogie. No, just their experience.
I think this is his experience, though. This is about him.
Yeah, that's the first season. It's called
Inevitable?
Yeah, Inevitable. I cannot say that word right now. But yeah, so they can go into anything. That could be somebody else next season.
See, I thought it was all about him.
Nah, this one is this season, but I'm saying the next season will be about somebody else. That's why they have the season 1 on it. It's like marketing, like we can go other things with this.
Kind of like that.
It's not
Monster
called
series
it's not. It's kind of like what Open Mike Eagle do. His podcast called What Happened Was. Like, how a story starts, like, so what happened was, so he do that with artists. He did it with
Lupe?
No, nah. He did it with Black Dot. He did it with Questlove, and he did it with LP. And blanking me, he did another one. Oh my God.
Cordae.
No, not producer. De La Soul, producer.
Prince Paul?
Prince Paul, yeah. So
Cool, I'm a beast.
Yeah, Prince Paul, bro. I don't know why I blanked. But yeah. So what happened now? And then he make a theme song for each one, bro. And, Open Mike, dope rapper. So, are you familiar with his rap skills?
I'm not familiar with him. I've heard him only, I think, maybe during the blog era, during the last era.
Okay.
But I never, fully, because I think you talked about him one time on the last podcast we had. So, yeah, I think I checked out some of his stuff. I'm like, not for me.
Yeah.
But maybe I could go back to
Black Comedy is like one of my favorite projects.
I think that might have been it. I'm not sure.
love Black Comedy.
That sounds familiar. But yeah. Next piece of news: NBA YoungBoy's
Young
case
Bass guy?
closed. No, Young Bass. NBA YoungBoy's case is closed. Let me actually click on this link right here because I put it in here. NBA YoungBoy pleads guilty to identity fraud, forgery, and unlawful pharmacy conduct for his role in a prescription drug fraud ring. 46 charges were reduced in the plea deal. YB was ordered to pay $25,000 in fine. Jesus, which isn't probably that much to him.
Yeah.
27 months served in federal prison and 5 years supervised probation after release. The nastiest thing I seen on TL. Who got the better deal, Thug or NBA YoungBoy?
You saw that? That's sick.
That's the nastiest thing.
So he got time served, the 27 months?
He has to serve the 27 months.
Oh, he has to serve it.
Yeah.
And then get out for 5
Yeah.
years.
No,
then he get 5 years,
5 years
supervised
probation. So he has about what? 2
they-
years and 3 months in
Okay.
federal prison.
They didn't give him time served? I thought they gave him time served. But 27 months, yes.
Yeah, which is 2 years, 3 months.
Yeah.
Which
He
I
might
hate
not
that
do
he has to
it
do this. I'm hoping if he does do this, he might get off early on good behavior. Hopefully he learns his lesson. Hopefully he stays out.
Yeah.
Because it seems like him, Kodak, what are we doing?
I don't know. I
You
feel
guys
like
have just money. And I don't know what you're going through mentally.
Yeah.
I can't judge that. I'm not in y'all's shoes. But you guys are in such great
positions.
positions, have such great opportunities, and y'all could do so much more than what y'all are doing with messing around with this stuff.
Hey, bro, look. Money make you more than what you are, bro. It make you more
Of
like
what you
of what you are. So if you this person and you got money,
It's gonna amplify it.
it's gonna amplify it.
Yeah, B. If you have money and you're a lame, you're just a lame with money.
That's it. That's all you are, bro.
Hey, I want to be a lame with money then.
Facts.
Shit.
Hey, man, one of the best rappers, man, out there. He give you the perfect example of it. Drake.
See why he had to do that? Why he had to do that? Okay, chilling with T.
But hey, I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, but Young boy, hopefully you get off with good behavior, but hopefully you goddamn learn your lesson. We do not need you young guys going to prison. I hate seeing this for these rappers, especially these young talented rappers that have such a huge fan base. Well, just a rapper in general. That's, I don't want to say doing good for the community, but inspiring a lot of the kids and a lot of the kids look up to. Y'all just being some YNs right now.
Hey man, do better.
I agree. And last piece of news we got, Pusha T's coffee brand. I didn't get to look into this too much because I was editing.
No, you good.
But I saw that him, Ghostface, and someone else have like a coffee thing. But Pusha T has officially launched his own coffee brand called Grinding. A strong black coffee reflecting the artist's taste. Highly caffeinated blend.
It's happening available nationwide next year.
I will be buying.
Yes,
because I want to support.
I want some merch too. I want that hoodie.
Mm-hmm. I will be buying to support because I do like Pusha T.
You think he's gonna sell some stuff on the website like coffee or whatever? That'd be dope. It might merch.
I don't know why. I want him to sell like the grounded up coffee. Oh. Nah, I want him to sell it in a brick form right now.
Come on, man.
That's how like a brick.
We got in trouble in school. We used to sell Lucas, and we stopped putting it in the pack and started putting it in little sacks and call it Lucane.
Oh, but you want to tell me, come on, B. All I want is the brick of the grind.
I was 12. No, I was like 11.
I want a brick of the grind.
Middle school, man. Come on, man. We were serving that Lucane on the streets.
Hey,
but
you
know what I'm saying?
This is what I like to see my artists doing as they age gracefully. Do something, because someone said, I think it was Slack. Shout out to Slack. 10 Slack commandments. He said, I'd rather them be selling this than alcohol.
Facts.
And,
you know, like Styles P and them, they all got like the juice bars and stuff like that. You know, Bun B got his burger joint. Like,
Goat.
It's just cool stuff like that. Like Nipsey, his brother, they got Marathon Burgers popping off and everything. It's like cool to see people get into other ventures.
They got Marathon Burgers?
Yeah, they got Marathon Burgers or whatever, like a restaurant out there, man.
I always heard of the store.
Yeah, I think they're just really dope, man. Just to see people, because like all this stuff, man, you could become like we started this show, right? Let's say it takes off, like it can lead us into other things. Like it just, a lot of stuff is just, it's like stepping stones to something else, bro.
Yeah, and I honestly like that they are still able to have these business ventures outside of the music. One person that I'm looking at that's young, that's doing some good business ventures. I know a lot of people will hate that I say this. I watched the Academics video a bit of him being at Sauce Walker's crib this weekend, and he was talking about all his business ventures and things like that. He's like, yeah, money is one of, I mean, he's like, music is one of my business ventures, but it's not my main one. Like, you know, I do music when I want to make some money.
You gotta have multiple streams of income to keep this stuff going, bro. You can't just rely on one thing.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And hey, once that one thing dries up, you can rely on the other thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
That's why you gotta have multiple things. Gotta move around a little bit.
You gotta be a juggler.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I'm proud of Pusha T. Big ups. That's 2 great things. 2.5 great things, I guess, in this hip-hop news happening in the hip-hop community itself. But, you know, they're not going to report on that. They're only going to report on sales and how Not Like Us got transitioned into whatever.
Yeah.
They're not going to talk about that, B.
Can't flaw? No.
But, yeah, that's about it for all the hip-hop news and current events that we have happening in the hip-hop world itself. Now it's time to move on to albums, B. We got 3 albums that we're reviewing today. One from The GOAT, 10-year anniversary, Big Crit Cadillactica, Maxo Kream's Personification, and Cordae's The Crossroads. B, where do you want to start off?
I say we start off how was in order, man. Well, we can go up. Let's do Big Crit. Let's do the Crit, bro. Let's start on a good note. You know what I'm saying?
My boy, Big Crizzle. Big Crit, one of my favorite artists. This isn't someone that I had to get put on by him. I found this out because of his song Country-ish. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're new to the show.
Still a little later than me.
Nah, shut up. Big Crit, one of my favorite hip-hop artists. I mean, Big Crit to me, it's like I just love everything he does musically, except for his last project. Well, his 2 last projects. Cadillactica is one of those projects where I remember when this came out because I was waiting for this project. His first project, Live from the Underground, it came out. A lot of people were disappointed. I actually liked that when it came out. Then I started getting mixed feelings on that later on. And now, at the current time of this recording, I love Live from the Underground. It's not one of the greatest Crit projects, but dang near is a really good, solid studio album. It's just not on the same level as some of his mixtapes.
Yeah.
That was one of the critiques going into Live from Underground, his studio album, being signed to Def Jam. Too many bangers, not enough introspection, not enough balance of what we usually get from a Crit mixtape. You know, the mixtape that he released that year, same year of his of his studio debut, was better than his album. Yeah. All that stuff comes up.
Like you saying that, I'm going to let you get your stuff off, but y'all just don't understand. In that mixtape era, the blog era, mixtape sound like albums, our expectations was a bit higher. Because like to follow up a mixtape and make a great album, like sometimes we was let down.
Yeah.
Like we have, like I'm gonna give you examples. J. Cole, Friday Night Lights. You know, Live from the Underground by K.R.I.T. and, you know, Forever and a Day, on and on. Freaking Drake, to me,
Thank
So
Me
Far
Later.
Gone, Thank Me Later. Like, it's some people out there that put out some projects that mixtapes that we love, but like kind of was letting down by
Yeah,
the
we should
album.
actually talk about that as a topic one day.
I'm just saying.
Mixtape artists that.
Hey, B, real conversations.
Oh yeah, about music. Hey, but yeah, going into this, a lot of people were complaining because K.R.I.T, you could tell in that studio album he had that money behind him. Now.
Yeah.
Even though he was mostly behind the production himself because he's just so talented, he had that money behind him to really do what he wanted to do. But one of the biggest criticisms was too many bangers, too many radio sounding songs. Sound like he's trying to hit the appeal to the mainstream. So I think K.R.I.T went back to the drawing board. I think he released 2 projects the same year of Cadillactica. King Remembered in Time. Oh, excuse me, Cadillactica. And I remember he released a little 6-track EP called Week of K.R.I.T where he released like 6 songs or 7 songs on there. He put one of the songs on here. This is also before Control came out. I mean, this is after Control came out, when he came out with Mount Olympus. K.R.I.T was on a really nice run at that time. So because he had to win the people back over from Live from the Underground. Then we get a project called Cadillactica, where basically K.R.I.T is forming his own world with a Cadillac.
Yeah.
Sounds corny in premise, but for Big K.R.I.T and how he does his music, to me, was done greatly. When this first came out, though, I will not lie, I was like, dang, this album is slow. Dang, this album is like, to me, when I first heard it, I thought that this album, like how we got Live from the Underground, it was too banger filled. I think this, at the time, when I first heard it, I was like, dang, this one's like too introspective filled.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough balance right here. Like, we got some bangers on here, but some, like, yeah. But coming back to this as an adult, I mean, I listen to this project like at least a few times a year. Because I listen to all Big K.R.I.T's albums, mixtapes, at least. I at least listen to one of them a month at this point. I don't put them in the What We've Been Jamming because I just...
It's just something that you...
Yeah, it's not something that I'm giving my new experience about.
Yeah, I have albums like that as well.
Yeah. And so, when it comes to Cadillactica, I don't know what I was on back then when I was younger, and I could tell I was younger. I wanted the bangers a bit more. That's why I gravitated more towards Live from the Underground. Coming back to this, man, this that grown man music, B. Big K.R.I.T has always been a mature rapper. He's never been kiddie. He has his, like, you know, his banger moments. But to me, Big K.R.I.T really flexes and really is like, okay, y'all want that introspection? I'm going to give it to y'all.
Yeah.
And to me, he gives you a lot of, like, conceptually... what's the word I'm looking for? He gives you a lot of mature themes in this.
Yeah, he was building a world.
Yeah, but also, you know, he was also reminiscing on his past, you know, talking about where he's from, talking about the people in his life, you know, connections like how Soul Food, you know, all that type of stuff. He even has Raphael Sadiq on
Soul
here.
Food.
Good. But I like the way that the album starts off. Oh, yeah. Heck no.
I don't want no biscuit. They could give you the biscuits.
Yeah, and from the intro track from Creation, where it's kind of like forming like this world of like, you know, how the universe is created or whatever. Then Life, I Gave You Life, from the speakers of the 808 or whatever. I'm not gonna lie, this my sub though, I loved it when it first came out.
But this one, you don't really care for this
To
one.
me, this is one of my least favorite ones.
Yeah.
I like part 2, I like part 1, I like part 4 a lot more than this one. If I had to go through the first 4 parts, this one's my weakest one to me. Which I get it, he's supposed to be booming bass, create the world, whatever. Cadillactica, that's my song right there, B. That's
What, Cadillactica?
Oh yeah, Cadillac, FJB, Negro. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was fire. Like all this right here, like that was a run.
The only few tracks I really don't like that, but I'm tired of them because I heard them so much when I was younger. Pay Attention, Do You Love Me, Third Eye. To me, those songs kind of were they welcome because I heard them songs a lot already. But Pay Attention was one that I jammed a lot back in college.
You used to jam that line?
Oh, come on, B. I used to put them in the playlist. Come on, B. Pay attention to you, but it's to you. Do it up, throw it out.
I did not care for that song.
I loved it back then.
I still don't, bro.
No, I'm like, okay. Like that 1999 off of Forever is a Mighty Long Time. Yeah. That's the one pass I give it. I'm like, all right, dog. Like, for the album, it's cool, but because the next track it wins me back over with that UGK. But coming back into this, King of the South, boy, was he spitting
on that,
Mind Control. Never did I think someone could make E40 sound that good.
Here you go.
Wiz Khalifa sounded good too.
Of course. That's Wiz type of production. Right
Oh, of course. Big K.R.I.T does his thing on the production side of this as well. I got to say that as well. Do You Love Me? Cool. Third Eye? Cool. Mo Better with Devin the Dude, Big Son.
Big Son, T.
Come on, man. Bum B was killing it on there. Angels was cool. Saturday's Equal Celebration is good. Lost Generation. To me, literally this whole album embodies his soul food theme that he has, where it's like, this feels weighty. Like, this album to me feels dense. Like, to me, there's a good amount of content. There's so much heart in it. And you could tell that he's very personable. He's very relatable. I love this album. I love the production with it be. K.R.I.T lyricism is always great. I love the way that he paints his pictures. I love the way that he actually made this whole world with this album right here. Because this is really the only time he does that. And he did a good job with this project. Yeah. How do you feel about this, B?
No,
I'm glazing this.
Yeah. When this project came out in 2014, it was like, to me, 2014 was also a really good year for me. You had like Watch Moves Without the Sound Off that dropped. You had the Kanye joint. What Kanye? Yeezus came out in 2014.
Forest Hills Drive. Even though that was after.
Yeah, Civil Demo. Like, it was all this, and I feel like I liked this project, but I didn't return to it a lot around that time. So to be honest with you, B, I think this is my first time listening to this project in 10 years. I listened to it a few times in 2014. I liked it overall. 2014, I was 20 years old. So like, me listening to this as an adult, I really liked this album. When I listened to it, I was like, dang, I think this is probably his second best album.
I was thinking the same thing.
I was thinking the same. I was like, if he never put out
Forever's a Mighty Long Time,
I feel like this would have been his best project, because I feel like it embodied like a debut to me. Like, he built the world. Like, I felt like this should have been, Live from the Underground in a way, because like, he built the world. He had everything from Big K.R.I.T in here. His introspection, like, he had good production, and I even love the little skit he had about like, oh, at this restaurant, they give you all this. It was like, what are you saying?
Fast
food,
the biscuit.
and the biscuit, and with the biscuit, he was saying all type of other stuff.
He said, you could have a baby mama,
and all
so
this
she's
stuff,
already used.
Yeah,
I already saved this for you.
all this right for you. And, yeah, so it's like, I was like, man, I like that part of it, into the world, and just building it, and just out of the subject matter. I'm like, man, like, I was like, dang, I ran this back. I listen to a project, go to something else, and come back. I ran this back, back to back, bro. And I was like, man, I really enjoyed this. So this got put. Let me add that. To the library. So this be something like Lack. I like that final track, Lack.
That was on.
They used to be on
the week of K.R.I.T.
Yeah.
So it was on that EP or that mixtape.
And then, because these are part of. Because then they're usually in with Lost Generation.
I think it's Lost Generation, because Mount Olympus obviously is the reprise.
Because I think
the reprise was always on there. I think.
You sure?
I think the reprise was always
the last
on there.
track. For some reason, that felt like it felt familiar. Like, it's for the end. And then Mount Olympus come on, and then Lack.
See, when I was younger, I don't know what it is now, but I remember back then, I used to think Lost Generation was perfect, but then when I go to Mount Olympus, even though he changed the beat up and it was supposed to be
it's the reprise version.
Of Control.
Yeah.
As a reprise, because his other reprise, he did the same thing in Live from the Underground. He did a reprise of another song in there as well. Hearing this on here, I'm like, this actually kind of like perfectly fits how he feels like he's from the South. People don't give him the respect that he deserves, especially with the different beat and how it actually fits in with the album. While I used to hate, like, why did you put the original song on here? I'm like, the original song is he.
Yeah.
I'm like, as a reprise and it trying to fit towards the album, obviously he has a little digs with Kendrick and all that in his Control verse. Not like digs like he hates him, but like,
that's what all this cute shit. Yeah. Ain't he really diss me on? Blame it on you.
Give me all my lingo, with all my words.
But yeah, that's one thing about K.R.I.T. Like the song that put me on to him, that made him stand out, is like this frustration of being from the South
and not being respected.
Yeah, like the first song I heard was, and we just in here, another thing when the police, it's the only rival game. What's the name of that song?
It's off of K.R.I.T Was Here.
Yeah, it's off the mixtape. And you know I rap for you. They give me in like an after. Bro, I heard that song and I jumped off my bunk bed, bro, and was like, who the hell is this?
It's either Children of the World or Victorious.
It's Children of the World. That's the name.
Oh yeah.
And
because Victorious.
Yeah, but like, bro, I heard that, I'm like, yo, I jumped off my top bunk and like, and it's crazy. I knew who he was, but he was featured on something. And
was it another?
It's like another
Glass House or whatever. Because Glass House was on.
He's on Glass House on. Yeah, but it was on Mesmer.
No, it was on.
It's on Cushion OJ. But anyways, I really enjoyed this project, B. I was like, dang, K.R.I.T doing this thing on here, bro. It's like some stuff on here like I heard. I'm like, dang, I heard this in a minute. Like Soul Food. Like Soul Food is a really good track, bro. I love that track. It's probably one of my favorites on here. And yeah, you have some slippage on some of the stuff, but it's like
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's like okay, it's kind of
it's like you
welcome
need, it's like you need that. You know, it's
To
like
balance it out.
yeah, to balance it out. Like you gotta understand this a concept album that actually it's a part of the world, so you need everything. You know what I'm saying? He talks about grief. He talks about love. He talks about like all this stuff. So when you build a world, you gotta have life into it. You know what I'm saying? He's creating this life, so he's bringing you through life on this, and that's why I expected. Like he had his frustrations in this project. He talked about with Mount Olympus and all this. Like, bro, come on, Lost Generation. Like talk
With
about
him and
what
Lupe?
yes about what's going on, and I love Lupe verse because how Lupe finished it like FMLK. Like he was on the opposite side of like yo, bro, like. We ain't on that right now, bro. We trying to get this money. Whoever we got to get to, take them out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like, this project kind of give you everything you need out of an album, man. It was a really good re-listen, man, and I really enjoyed it, for real.
Man, I like to hear that.
But I like K.R.I.T, B.
Yeah,
I just like to talk my trash.
Yeah,
Come on, K.R.I.T.
Yeah. I got to hear some K.R.I.T glaze every
Oh
now
my
and then.
god.
Big K.R.I.T, my boy. Yes, sir.
Nah, this is dope.
Cadillactica, the 10-year anniversary. I need to buy the new vinyl.
Yeah, I think this album aged perfectly.
Yeah, it aged
really
really
good,
well.
really good.
To me, this project holds up really well.
Yeah, it holds up. Like I think it like with wine, bro. It got better with time. To be honest with you.
Especially in the time era that we're in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, where music is referred to as fast food.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This was good. And it didn't feel like, bro, it was an hour. I swear it didn't feel like that to me. It didn't feel long
To me, I don't know why these
feel
few
long to
songs,
me.
while the first few songs are really dynamic up to Mind Control, to me, it started really going fast once we started hitting right after Mind Control. So Standby Interlude and Up, I'm just like, God dang.
I don't know why it didn't feel long to me. I was like, dang, I'm back on Lack.
I will say that the end, it kind of like, I don't want to say where's this welcome. You can tell it stays a bit though, because it's like, okay, I'm at Lost Generations. Okay, Mount Olympus. Okay, Lack. Okay, Let It Show. I love them songs. I'm like, dang, this is really end. I'm like, we finished in the end off like this?
See, I didn't listen to Let It Show. Lack ended on me.
Oh, see, mine ends off on Let It Show, which is like a super hard braggadocious
I think I remember
song.
that song. Wasn't that on like his EP thing he did?
The All My Life one?
It's on one of them.
Not
Let
the
It
Wicked
Show.
Crit.
But yeah, they don't have Let It Show in here. Cool. I'm happy they did.
Yeah, it was just a big old braggadocious song.
Mine left off on Lack. So that was
Yeah,
fine.
leaving off on Lack or Mount Olympus Reprise.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let It Show, it just feels like you can tell this is like a bonus track.
Yeah, I think I know that song.
Yeah.
At that time, I'm like, 2013, like from 2009, 10-ish or whatever, from 2014 is like, K.R.I.T was in my rotation, like from the mixtapes and everything. Even though this album wasn't in my rotation as much, only because of all that came out that year. Oh my god!
I mean, 2014, we've done some anniversaries on here.
Freaking
Good year.
Mick Jenkins Waters, Prime dropped, freaking Ghostface 36 Season, Step Brothers. Come on, bro. Future Honest, YG My Crazy Life. Come on, man. It was some stuff that came out. Rich Gang was out. Come on, bro. It was some stuff. Man.
You wasn't listening to Rich.
Oh, of course, but I'm just speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, the Souls of Mischief, There Is Only Now. I love that in the instrumental version. The Sky Zoo joint, Vince Staples held, bro. 2014 had some stuff. Pinata drop, Oxymoron, Run the Jewels 2. Come on, man.
Yeah, K.R.I.T dropped in a really good year. This is a really good project.
It is, bro. I feel like it's probably one of them. It's a good project. Look, it's on the top of the list.
Sadly, no one's talking about it though.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But we here to have those conversations.
Oh yeah, we here to have a conversation, real conversation, as you
Thanks.
said. But yeah, Cadillactica, 10-year anniversary, 2014 drop. Big K.R.I.T, you did a phenomenal job on this goddamn album.
Oh, Black History dropped in 2014? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, dog. What? The mixtape drop? Nah, hold up, bro. 2014 was a year, B.
Hey, B, we still got stuff to review.
Damn.
We got stuff to go back to. Yeah, that heat.
It's not bad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just my least favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Faces mixtape drive. Yeah.
We reviewed that.
Days Before Rodeo, we talked about it.
We did.
Nah,
review that.
2014 was Prime was dope.
Yeah.
YG. So, bro, B.
We might have to go through that list, B.
Yeah, look, K.R.I.T on this list.
Go.
Number 5.
Go.
All right.
Go. But yeah.
yeah.
What project you want to talk about next, B?
B, we can get into that Maxo Kream, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's get into that Kream, bro.
Excuse me?
Big Maxo.
We're not going to say get into that Kream and say Big Maxo right after that. That is crazy work right
Bro,
there, B.
you know what meme that's so funny? The Maxo when he was boxing?
When he was boxing, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
with like his little arms. That video is hilarious, bro.
But yeah, Maxo Kream is someone that I found out during the SoundCloud cloud era. You know, last era that we actually went through in hip hop. He's someone I found out about through there. I think I'm trying to see what track I really found him with. Grannies. I think it was Grannies.
The Granny House.
But I remember, my Spotify and all that. I remember listening to that whole album, and I listened to the Brandon Banks album. So I listened to his 2018 album, his 2019 album. I enjoyed both of them. I actually ran back to Brandon Banks and Punkin a few times when I heard them because I just enjoyed them.
I
didn't hear
I ain't
Weight of
listened
the
to a project
World.
from him since that right there with the headband.
Oh, Maxo 187?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that one.
No, I wouldn't say I met them, but I was around them. They was out there in South by that year. I was there that year.
Oh, when you met
Playboy and
on
Harlem. Yeah. But yeah, like Playboy Cardi and them, all of them, yeah. Dash, Mr.
Did you know Maxo at the time?
Yeah. V.
What year?
This like 2015, 2014. 2014 is when, I'm saying 2015.
I'm about to say, Negro, don't say that like he was just a known hip hop.
I'm just saying, bro, I always got my ear to the streets, bro. Come on, man.
Aye, man. But Maxo is someone I came on to last generation. I missed his last album. I just didn't know that it came out. I wasn't really following his career like
Tyler
that.
on that drink.
Yeah. I remember the single that came out for that. And I was like, oh, this is dope. And, for me, I'm just like, this is a weird pairing. When I heard it, I'm like,
Two
oh, I
Nigerians
like this.
linking up, man. Come on, bro.
So they obviously linked up for this song, album too.
Crack
I thought it was just gonna be a single, but he was talking about doing his little promo run for the album. Personification, we saw it. We was like, hey, let's put it on the docket.
Yes,
This is the first time he's entering the BBC Rolodex, but also this is really the first time we actually get to talk about a Maxo album together. 'Cause I don't think we've ever talked about a Maxo album together. So going into this project, B, what did you expect? I expected him, just my expectations before the album. I expected him to be very introspective. I expected him to go over the grief of losing his father. Yeah, and him being a father himself. I expected that. Yeah. What did you expect, me?
I expected that as well, especially with the title.
And the actual cover of the
looking at the man in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? You got two sides, you got the three sides, you got
the crib.
You got the crib, you got the rapper, you got the father. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at themselves, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you got all this in this album. You got the rapper, you got the his street side, you got his introspective side, him looking at the world and questioning his faith and stuff like that.
Which I really liked.
Yeah. So to me, I think this all right. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff on here I don't really care for, but overall I think this is a good project. Yeah. To me.
No. I would say I agree. Yeah. I thought this was a very solid project.
It's
I think it was, to me, I gave it like 3 out of 5.
Yeah. It was right there in that middle ground. Yeah. I like tracks. I like the intro track with like Mo Murder. I like what?
I like Mo Murder. I liked it. I didn't like it as an intro track because I'm like, is this supposed to set the tone for that?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is supposed to be personification.
Yeah. I feel you would. You tried to thought he was gonna probably hit you with a boom introspective joint.
Like an introspective joint to kind of like intro me like, oh, like, this is me, like I'm a crib, but also I'm a father.
Mo Murder was kind of introspective though.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a bit more not like that track.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, I just thought it wouldn't be that track. Like
you
that
think it was too dark? Because I feel like this album is kind of dark.
A darker tone.
Like darker so I don't know. To me, I think it fit perfectly.
For me,
especially going from like Crack Era to me, kind of like threw it off like in the beginning. But like Street Fraternity,
it just don't
Big
fit.
Homie was a whole. It has all this storytelling he's telling,
which I like.
And I feel like if he would have like put Crack Era somewhere else, like probably in the middle, and like had that run of like Mo Murder, what's that show?
For Ish Show.
For show. And then like Street Fraternity, Big Homie was a hoe.
You like For Ish Show?
It's alright.
I thought it was cool. To
but
me, I hated it. I mean, I hated that it was a typical Maxo song.
Yeah.
Like to me, it sounded like.
But I'm saying you gotta understand, you got that rapper.
No, which I understand.
Yeah.
But I'm like, especially with a song like that song, typical Maxo. Then we get untypical Maxo.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I kind of like it in that sense of like, okay, like I'm getting literally the opposite now because him being on. Is Tyler produced this, right?
Did he produce this song? I don't know, bro. He could have.
I couldn't find the production credits on my end.
You could
like on Spotify. But yeah, I was like, okay, this sounds like some Tyler production. Though. This sounds like something that Tyler would be on.
No, I don't think he produced it.
You don't think he did?
Composer is.
But
Imwe Kwangwe Bayosha Jr. Is that him?
Oh, that's not him. But yeah,
Homie was a hoe.
For me personally, I enjoyed every song. There's things in some of them that I did not like.
Yeah.
And we could talk about that. But overall, man, for me, like I said earlier, to me, I gave this like a 3 out of 5. I thought this was a very straight, like very good, not very good. It's very straight.
Yeah.
Meaning like I gave it like a 3 out of 5. Like,
it was to me, it's very consistent. Like it's a cool project. Like one thing about Maxo, like he from Houston. You know, we all from like we from the area. Like I understand like the culture, and it's like with Maxo, like he, like come on, he's not the top of the line lyricist or whatever. But like with him, he has his own unique style. Like nobody really sounds like Maxo Kream. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one thing that he holds. Like I'm a Maxo. Like I have my own style, you know, but I also bring a little bit of my culture of Houston with me. But like production wise, it's not the stereotypical Houston.
Oh no.
Cause like he has Zero on here with like on the beat that I never thought I'd hear Zero.
And I
on.
don't think I want to hear him on that again.
Yeah. But like stuff like with talking and screw, like with like like yo OT, how do you do that? Like
because he can roll his R's.
He rolled that drink, yeah, because he's Spanish. But he be killing it, bro.
Oh no, yeah. He has one of the best features on here,
Bro.
if not the best feature on here. Yeah,
He
came on because I'm like, okay, we got about what 2 Houston people on this album. So I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. I hate that intro.
Well, 3
the
Houston,
outro track.
Josh Green.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that outro track was not a good outro track.
Yeah.
Trick a man, screw.
Yeah,
Trick a man, screw.
I do not like that sound.
And then you got it sounds like this should be on Kings of the Mischievous Volume 2. The Mischievous South Volume 2. This
you
sounds
could have
like
left us off on Bang the Bus. I've been all right.
Oh yeah, I love that song,
Yeah.
especially the way it was production. And I like the way that Maxo flows to where it's like he's very nonchalant. He's very calm, but he fits very comfortably in the pocket of whatever song he gets into. To me, how people describe Big X Plug, that's how I feel about.
I love
Maxo.
Big X Plug on here though. He sounds good on this.
Didn't
beat.
I tell you dosages? Big X Plug is good. Features right here where you have a little time to shine and stand out, especially on the Hit Boy production.
Yeah.
While Hit Boy's production wasn't that great for me on this, I still enjoyed Big X Plug, even though I gave.
I
him
like
crap
that they sound on it.
I gave him crap on his album. I like Big X Plug on here.
Yeah.
Big X Plug and Maxo to me was a really nice pairing right here. And Big X gave me a bit of a different flow, even though he was kind of still in that samey flow that he always does. He came very aggressively, and I'm like, all right, you sounded like you was very demanding. I really like that from Big X Plug. I did not like the Higher Than Ever song overall. I like Maxo's verse.
Higher Than Ever.
The one with Rob 49
yeah.
and Skilla
You
Baby.
got to put out the little club track. You got to
I
get
hate
some chicks to
it
twerk.
because it sounds like
some
their
booty
song.
did it.
And
Yeah.
they'd be like, oh, let's put Maxo on this. We don't want this song anymore. Maxo, you want it? Because Maxo, to me, he did a good job on here. It's just that I didn't like anything else on this song.
Look, one thing about Rob 49, I like his energy. Like, I probably don't care about what he's saying, but his energy on track, I don't know, it kind of get me hyped.
I like the on Utopia. I like him in dosages.
I
don't think I would want to listen to an album from him. I don't think.
Yeah. I could see that. But I like when, like, a dosage, but I like his energy on the track.
Like I said, I liked him on Utopia.
Yeah.
That was my, I think that was my first time listening to him.
Okay.
I kind of knew about him, but I didn't know much
Yeah,
about
but you
him.
wasn't checking him out like that.
right, no.
He has a little movement, you know. Skrilla Baby as well. Skrilla Baby. He got a little movement as well.
Yeah. I like
Detroit.
Drizzy Draco too.
Yeah, that's you say, yeah.
Whoo, the way that beat was and the way he was flowing.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, Max,
That's that.
you killing it.
Like with that, that's that traditional Maxo like flow. The beat, I love that, bro.
Yeah, I love it when he's Street Fraternity, my favorite song on
Street
the album.
Fraternity was dope. I just wish you had Vince. I don't know why Vince Stable in
No,
the
he
beginning
would sound good. I personally don't want him on there because I just like Maxo on his own. Sometimes when Maxo was on his own, he could shine really well, like Street Fraternity and Big H Word to me.
Yeah.
Like some of those songs, I'm like when he's by himself, he shines.
I like his little storytelling, but I don't know. I just for some reason, bro, Street Fraternity, like just give me like Vince could have gave me like 4 bars in the beginning.
Would you have liked him on the hook?
That's what I'm saying. Like something like I don't know. I just wanted him to.
He fits on that type of production.
Yeah, he fit perfectly. I just heard his voice. I'm like, oh, Vince about to pop up, and I'm like, oh, they just like when I heard the production, I just thought of Vince Staples, bro.
Yeah.
And also they both cripping, and then like some parts of this he talk about like being
How
a crip
being
out
a
of
Crip is a
town.
fraternity,
Yeah. And no, I'm just saying him being a crip and not being from Cali and all that type of stuff, and like
The
y'all go
rules
to
is
Cali,
different
y'all
on
get
there.
he be like y'all go to Cali and y'all get ran out of town pretty much. It's just like I don't know, bro. Just yo.
Yeah, the beat
I love that song.
hard hitting on that.
I think that probably like
to me, that's
probably the best written song on here.
What about Big H Word Me?
That's
I think,
good.
I
think Street Fraternity was more.
I think storytelling wise, I like Big H Word Me because he is getting a bit more introspective of like this is how this one guy who kind of like
And he's speaking in the mind of he was younger. He's like, yo, he got me doing things that he never done. You know what I'm saying?
He's
So I'm
a
talking about
punk.
Street Fraternity was just like, I don't know. I felt like it was more better storytelling from the aspect of just
to me it painted the picture.
yeah,
better.
just bringing a and putting you in a different perspective, like people that's looking outside of like, yo, being in like being in the streets is it's like the fraternity as well. Like it's no leaving this. Even though if you like, okay, I'm not paying my dues no more. Like I'm out the game. You're still in the game. You'll still be looked at as this game maker.
Personification.
It's always gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you change your life. I'm a dad now. I'm a rapper. But you know, some of the rapping and street sometimes can coincide. But being a dad,
sadly, sometimes the dad stuff coincides as well. If you're past
and
that,
sometimes you try to separate it. But I think that's the whole thing of what he's talking about.
Yeah, which to me, he gives you that on every other song. Like he's kind of like flipping. Because he has the rap songs like with Trigger Man Screw or Bang the Bus, even though that's kind of like the rapper, but also the K.R.I.T thing. Street Fraternity is my favorite song on here. Like I said, the only song features wise I didn't care for, just like you, the Josh Kream one, Rob 49, Skilla Baby. Walk by Faith, I liked it. Josh Kream though, I was like, this is way too on.
Yeah, you could tell
like
that
your verse is way too obvious.
I said you could tell that he wasn't like a rapper. Like, you know, this is not something he do, it's just something he wanted to get off because, you know, I think they brothers and, you know, they lost their younger brother, older, and their dad. So it's like, it's certain things he wanted to get off and out. You know, like I respect it. I'm not for the clown like his verse, but I understand like, you could tell that he wasn't like a rapper. There's something for the love. Like I'm putting my bro on here. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it.
I do like the fact of on this album at times he does like question his faith.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love that. I
love how his religion really plays a factor and does he really believe in it and things like that.
I like that. I love that he brought in like a stake, like something like okay, like I'm questioning, like man, is this the street life? Like how you gonna tell? Like okay, look, I can be contradicting. Like he said, I'm a hypocrite.
That was
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a hypocrite. Like I don't want nobody to be, you know, hurting nobody, whatever. But if you hurt some of mine, I'm gonna have to hurt you. Like I'm gonna have to get my get back.
Yeah. Which to me shows you being a person, a regular flawed person.
Yes, sir.
Personification,
man. I rock with it, Maxo, bro.
Drop Top Impala. I like you, Maxo, on there. Zero. I forgot I can't really criticize Zero on that, but he stuck out like a sore thumb, like I said this weekend, and it wasn't good. Zero, he came with his Zero isms.
Yeah, he
didn't fit on the beat.
He didn't fit on the beat.
And it felt like I don't know why it wasn't maybe mixed well enough either. Yeah. I don't know. To me,
but you know how Zero is like how he tried to rap in his little time, like he be speeding through it, and it just didn't fit well to me. Yeah. But
yeah, I like you, Zero, but yeah, Bibles and Rifles.
We love you, Zero. We love you.
Yeah, we love you, Zero. Bibles and Rifles.
Yeah,
I liked it. Yeah. Talking and Screw, the Mexican OT.
Yeah, that one was fire.
Phenomenal job. Probably, the best feature on here. God dang, when he came on here, I'm like, sheesh.
Bro, be going in, bro. Yeah. Like, sometimes we know what you're saying, bro, but it sound good.
Yeah, no, he be rolling them R's. Them R's be still carrying over from the last
so
verse.
Dope because, like, how he do it, it's be like, dang, it's kind of how, like, because Big Pun used to do that sometimes. Not how he does it, but how he roll his R's.
I know what you mean.
But like middle, like
it's like you enunciate the words but you also have, because you are Hispanic, you could roll your R's and like certain things where like we would say it, he could roll it.
He could do it,
make a rhyme or make it like.
That's dope. To using something that you have that like nobody else can like use like that. You know what I'm saying? You have it in a unique skill. I don't know. Mexican OT never fails me when he pops up.
Oh, the features, like him on King of the Mischievous South Volume 2.
Bro, him on there, he stole the show.
We got Bang the Bus. I really like the production that Maxo was on that song. And then they got the last song, Trigger Man, was like, I like the screwed sample in it.
I do not like this production.
And I don't want the way that it ends the song too. I mean, it ends the album, and then you got Denzel on there, which it fits Denzel. But I feel like this is more of a Denzel song. He's like, "Hey, Maxwell, you want this?"
Yeah, because I think they've been like, been around.
Because he was on the last project.
Yeah,
and it's funny because he was on that song. He was on like the second song. Maxwell was. Then Mexican OT was on the third song. Yeah. I'm like, okay, you got two Houston people on your song. I mean, but it is the King of the Mischievous South though. But yeah, overall, I thought this was a good project. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I was like, all right, Maxwell, you did your thing on here. Were there some stuff that I didn't really jive with or get down with? Yeah, but I liked it more than I disliked things on here.
It's a solid project, really good project, man. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I played it, I don't know, about 4 times.
I played it 3 times.
Yeah, I played about 4 times.
I played it ever since it came out. I played some songs today.
I think I played it once a day, bro.
Yeah, I played it once a day except for today.
Yeah.
I played a few songs from it today, and I'm just like, God dang, that Street Fraternity be it hits.
Fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Maxo, Kream, Personification, dope album. If you guys haven't checked it out, peep it.
Definitely.
Good album, solid.
Next project we got Cordae, The Crossroads. Last album that we have, that intro. Me at the crossroads. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'll be real with you, B. We didn't plan to talk about this album.
No, we didn't.
You messaged me.
Hey, I'll be honest with what I said. Cordae, I said, yo, let's crap on this Cordae album. I'm a real man. I'm going to tell you. They don't sound like the most pleasant, but I'm going to be real with
But
you.
also, when we kept bringing it up, we liked his Saturday Morning song, the Lil Wayne feature. We liked that. But when it comes to Cordae, for me, I enjoyed his first project, but I never went back to it ever since I kind of like first heard it the first 2 or 3 times. And I know he dropped the second project. I forgot about it. And I never heard anybody.
Bird Eye View?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I never like had a reason to like really go to it because to me it's like no one ever talked about it, no one ever brought it up. But people have such a love and this fascination for Cordae's music, but it's like I never hear you guys bring him up though until it's time for him to bring out music. When the times I have those conversations to bring certain people into the conversation. Yeah. And so with this album, I've seen a lot of people hyping it up, even though when it dropped, outside of Friday, I saw no one talking about this weekend. And I'm like, okay, you guys are just fake fans. I'm tired of you guys hyping stuff up and not talking about it this whole weekend. But going into this project, I had very low expectations because Cordae is one of those people where it's like I don't want to say recency bias. It's one of those like, oh, I got it for the first time. It's cool. I don't need it again. Like, I don't have to experience it again. It's one of those things for me. And going into this album, I sadly feel like this because... And I try to not come in here with my bias be, so I'm going to try not to be as biased as I can. Cordae is just one of those people that he don't stick to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I liked him. He was cool when he was in that dynamic with YBN, with Amir, Almighty J, and him. Because he was the, really, I don't want to say the lyrical one.
He was the better rapper. One. He was the better rapper.
Look, he was the coherent one.
Yeah.
Almighty J, he wanted to be like Chief Keef. And then YBN, he wanted to have this Cali-like thing to him. Obviously, he's the one with them. I mean, Cordae is the one with the longer career out of both of them. Yeah. Coming into this project, Cordae isn't a bad rapper, but he has certain isms to me that I'm just like, Sometimes he could come off corny. Sometimes he come off predictable or underwhelming. And I'm talking about this project specifically because I haven't heard the second project. I like this first project, but I don't feel compelled to go to that one. This one, I gave this one a 3 out of 5 as well.
Yeah.
The reason I say this is that to me, Cordae, I can't call him a lyrical rapper because he has his little punchlines here and there. Very predictable, but he has his punchlines. I'm like, all right, I see what you're doing right here. He raps well on the beat. He could flow, I guess, even though it's not like he's doing anything crazy with the flows. To me, it just sounds like Diet Blue, J. Cole, and Logic.
Never put Blue in these conversations, but I got you.
Diet because, Blue, to me, this is all under the Blue tree, with J. Cole being under the Blue tree and Cordae is under J. Cole's tree. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, just put the J. Cole tree. Because J. Cole not even under the Blue tree.
To me, he has
he under a green tree somewhere.
But for me, and I said it this weekend, it's like whenever Cordae be making banger type songs, they never like bangers. They like, it feels like the sugar-free diet version of food.
It's like Kid Box bangers.
And you know what it is, B? A lot of his bangers remind me of the track. It sounds like YouTube beats. It sounds like the beats that me and Ray used to be making back then. That's what some of these bangers. That's what it is. Type beats. That's what some of these banger beats feel like. And when he's not on the banger beats, when he's with someone like a Juicy or Ty Dolla $ign, it don't fit well to me.
You would never see it.
I don't like the Back on the Road.
Put it in her throat. You would never see it.
I'm just like, because when I saw those pairings, I'm like, this is not going to go well. And so, intro, I like the intro. 06 Dreamin', I like the story of him telling about his mom trying to be a rapper and her being on Make the Band. Oh, yeah, singer. Being on Making the Band, why don't you make a dance track, mom?
Those sounds like that don't stick.
But also, Cordae could kind of come off like Kitty and kind of like Logic to me, where it's like, Diddy had my mom running.
And look what happened to him.
I'm like, I get it. I saw that coming. I was like, yeah. I was like, as soon as you brought up Diddy.
Crazy what happened to Diddy.
Yeah. And to me, sometimes it feels like Logic towards like, it feels like Logic with Big Sean's like you get it? Like, you get it? Because it's recent. You get it? Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. Back on the Road, I did not like the production on that. I think Wayne did a good job on there. One of my problems with this is that he also sounds like Kanye at times too, or at least he tries to sound like Kanye, rapping wise on College Dropout. The features outshine him, because Lil Wayne was good on here. I like Anderson .Paak on some of the
I like Someone's Rap, yeah.
I didn't like Juicy J. I didn't care for that song. I like Jordan Ward and Raven Ledane on that song. I like Lil Wayne. I like Cordae on this song.
Saturday morning was dope.
Yeah. No Bad News. We didn't need Kanye.
No bad news today.
Because at first I'm like, why does Cordae sound like Kanye? And then I'm like, oh, that's actually
bro,
Kanye.
the Kanye West and Juicy J feature was not features, bro. It sounded like they like sampled them in there, yeah. Like they had this track. He was like, yo, I can have that.
Facts. Joey, he did his thing on there too.
Mm-hmm.
I used to like 210s before, but man, it used to keep coming on my playlist. I'm like, I do not like this song.
Yeah, I first time heard it was on this.
No, first time I heard it was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
So this song been out. Overall to me, Cordae is not a bad rapper. It's just something that don't stick with me. Sometimes some of these beats he don't fit on well to me either. And sometimes the subject matter for me, I'm just like, the way you rap about it is kind of bland. Mm-hmm. But B, I want to hear your thoughts on it, and maybe we could spout a bit more.
Yeah, like Cordae, you never stood out to me, bro.
God
I listened
dang.
to both of your projects, and I didn't like his debut project. I didn't care for. His second project, I didn't care for. This project, I don't care for at all either. But I say it's a step up to me, just because now you're older, you have more introspective. Like you live more life. You a father now, so I found more insight, I guess, from him. Different perspective.
Things
like
you could take away.
Yeah, I could take away. You know what I'm saying? So be
Things
honest.
that you relate to.
I guess I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? So there's some tracks on here I rock with. I like the Summer Drop track. I like 06 Dreaming, him talking about his mother. Saturday Mornings. What's another track? I like Don't Walk Away. That was pretty dope. I like 210s, the bonus track. I think those are the tracks that really like stood out to me. Like that I liked. But like rapping wise, like he said, you're not a bad rapper, but you're not a good rapper at all.
I think people hype him up.
Yeah. I don't like
when
when I say you're not a good rapper, don't take it like, I'm saying you're like I said, you're not a bad rapper. It's just like you're not a rapper that's like, dang, like but Cordae though?
To me, he's what the average rapper should be.
Yeah.
He's the line.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's like an average rapper. Like that's what I'm saying. You stood out in with your two guys, your counterparts that was with you in your group, you know what I'm saying? And like you had some type of substance to you because you was young at the time and you were speaking on, different things that, people your age group wasn't, I guess, talking about at that time frame because like that's,
like I said, he was coherent.
Yeah,
that's
all
it was.
Like I'm saying, you know what I mean? But other than that, bro, I think this is okay. Like it's a solid album. Like I can't say it's, oh man, Cordae did his thing. Blase blah, like it's one of the best ones this year. Like I don't want to hear them talks. I really don't. I really wish it was a little shorter, even though it's not long. But I feel like some of these songs is like, like mad as fuck.
When I told you those banger songs, I hate them. They sound like type beats.
Yeah, that sounds like something that it'll get on like the 2K playlist.
He sounds like a SoundCloud, like a coming up SoundCloud rapper on them songs.
Like I don't know, this could be on RapCavier, but it don't give me RapCavier vibes. When you want that type of banger track or whatever like that on the playlist.
Come on, B, do you feel like Don T? Sip that lemonade.
Yeah, bro. It's some stuff on here, bro. Like, it's just some stuff he does.
It's corny.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you doing this, bro? I'd be like, that's why I'm saying I feel so much like Logic and J. Cole in this. Even though I'm pretty sure. Agreed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're leaning more Cole and not Logic, but a lot of this stuff comes. But Logic a better rapper.
Oh yeah.
So
that's why I say it's like he's under that tree.
Yeah.
He's right there under it.
Well, as he get older, hopefully he gets a little better lyrically, because his like you said, like he can be really corny and like it's songs on here I never heard and I finished this line, I finished it. I'm like, dang, how did I know that?
Because his punchlines are so predictable.
Yeah, it's like predictable.
Also, did you feel like, I don't know why, and this could be a Cordae thing, I felt like he was trying too hard to come off as humble. Like how we kept saying that about J. Cole riding the bike. To me, that's what Cordae was doing on this whole album. Like,
yeah, but then he still had like some lines like a kitchen with a big house with a kitchen that's expanded or whatever, still getting renovations. And he like, I bought a crib in Miami. Psych, no, I was in Bo something because it's cheaper. Yeah, type.
So you felt like he was doing the forced humbleness?
Yeah. It's like, I know sometimes it can feel forced, but like maybe that's genuinely them. But like, sometimes it just don't come off right. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I'm saying, to me, it feels forced.
Yeah, it's like, I hate to say this, man. It's like Cordae is like, he's that rapper that made it, but it's like the rapper that just don't stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like he the one that kind of got some type of buzz, but it's not the one that's gonna be like the standout one. Like for instance, he put out a tweet before his album dropped of like, yo, I'm not all about album sales and blase, like trying to get in front of the narrative. I don't think anybody gonna track your album sales like that. But I feel like you saying that, some people probably will now. But I'm like, come on.
But I think also because he has a lot of streams. He's a highly streamed artist. Like he's
like, like what do you
6-7 million.
That's
Higher than normal.
Oh, bro, I thought you were talking about like 13.
Not like no Ride Wave or anything.
I thought you were talking about like 30 million or something. No. Nah, you all right, bro. That's inflation. That's 7 mil, 6 mil. That's it's kind of, that ain't the same 6 mil it was in 20.
Of course not.
Years ago.
Of course not.
But Cordae, bro, I feel like this, out of all 3 of your albums that I listened to, I feel like I enjoyed this one the most. And I just say I like the growth, as you're young, like as MC, you will get better. As a father, you will learn more. As you continue in your relationship, I know you, I don't like to get in people's relationships, but bro, I'll tell you this one thing. Get your family together, bro. Come on, man.
I will say for me, I think I enjoyed The Lost Boy more because Cordae, he didn't have an expectation or standard at that point. So whatever he was giving me at that time, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm rocking with this a bit based off of what I heard. I haven't back to the album since it first came out. Coming to this album right here, I like the setup towards it, especially with the Welcome to the Crossroads. I'm like, okay, that intro's hard.
That's 2 albums started off with like a Bone Thug sample. Mo Murder was like that too.
Oh, yeah. 06 Dreamin', I liked it. There's just some stuff on here, like, Nothing's Promised. What was the song where he sampled? It was Kanye's, Heard You Say, on Nothing's Promised. I heard it, I was like, I get it. Like I said, to me, there was some stuff where I'm just like, I get it. To me, sometimes it was like, it was forced humbleness. Mad as F, I did not like. I liked All Alone. Mostly for this, I liked some of his introspective songs. Yeah. Like All Alone, I like.
Him speaking about his grandmother and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I actually, I don't like it, but I'm cool with it. The song where he's talking to his daughter.
Yeah,
Just the one time I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like What Really Matters, and I like the song Now You Know, the one where he was talking about how he misses his grandma. Like, he should have spent more time doing that.
Yeah, but he got to work on the craft, man.
Yeah, so there was some stuff on here that I liked. I honestly, I'm going to be real with you, when I first heard the album, I'm like, this ain't it. Especially I was playing Spark and Zero at the time, too. I kept losing on this one stage, and your music just kept playing. I'm like, no, I feel like I'm getting taunted.
Gonna make you hate the album.
I'm getting taunted right now. And I heard it in the headphones.
You should have played Mad as
That's probably what started messing me up. But yeah, I played it in the headphones first, then I played it in the car the next few times. I was like, this album, I can never see myself coming back to this. I never see myself going back to any of these tracks. I like the features, like Jordan Ward and Raven Lenae. I've heard of Raven Lenae project. I heard the last album. That was good. Jordan Ward, pretty good introduction. I might go into his project. But yeah, the Juicy J and Ty Dolla $ign feature felt forced.
Kanye.
The Kanye, it felt unneeded. Because you had him say like three
He didn't
words.
have him say anything. He just ended up getting that.
Yeah, he probably got
not
it looped and sampled or anything like that.
They just hit up his manager or his team and was like, yo, this getting cleared. All right,
yeah, and to me, this comes off as like I want to be like Kanye from College Dropout and Late Registration in terms of like rapping and subject matter, but you don't have that star power, that oomph to really like hit hard.
The lyrics don't hit.
Yeah. And so, for me, like I said, I like the 06 Dream, man. I like the more mature tracks, especially for your age. It's just that.
How old is he now? 27?
He's that old?
I think he's older than them other guys.
I thought he was younger. But yeah, with this right here.
My mom calling.
Oh.
I'm not going to answer that, though.
But yeah, overall with this, this ain't for me.
He's 27.
I can see someone enjoying this. But if you like hard bar lyricism, this wouldn't be for you. But if you don't listen to like coherent rap, like I say all the time, like a Lil Baby, a Moneybagg Yo, a Finesse 2 Times Big X Plug. If you listen to them, do you listen to this? Yeah, you're gonna think this is lyrical because it's coherent. Yeah. He has some sets when he's writing.
And I'm gonna say this about you: the only thing I noticed in growth was not. I don't think you grew as a rapper, as a writer. I think just you experienced more things. So yes, you can have more to talk about. But one thing I see to improve on is your writing ability, because there's some stuff that need to be worked on. Because I feel like I don't think it's no growth in your writing. I think it was more growth in your experience. That's it.
See, that's I can't speak because I don't remember his first album well.
Yeah, I'm just saying, ain't nothing. I haven't listened to him like recently, but I'm just what I know. Nothing sounds different, but the subject matter mostly.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, this project, it was kind of a bit disappointing. especially with you being so young and you going through so much on this album, how you like he lost his lady in terms of like he's not with her no more. He has a child, lost
You
his
said
grandma.
they still in good terms. That's good.
Yeah, but I'm saying like they not, they're not together. He talking about cheating and stuff like that. I think he talked about him doing that.
Man, you can't cheat on. No, you don't mean no soccer.
But yeah, I agree with you in terms of like he has more things to say. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this was a more mature album, not your most mature album in terms of like, oh, everything is going to be mature because you still have the songs like a Mad as F where I'm just like, very cringe.
Yeah, but you need that. It's just he didn't execute it well.
And it's the beat don't hit.
Yeah.
Like I said, it feels like a diet banger, sugar free.
It's a tight beat.
Yeah, and then it's like the hooks. Cause I'm mad as F.
Like I didn't believe that he was mad as I didn't believe that you was mad, bro. Like
It sounds like
even him
SoundCloud
saying
rapper.
like I ain't no gangster, but I grill. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
DJ Drama, I ain't gangster, but
I
I'll grill it.
agree.
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
as soon as he said drama and gangs, I'm like, oh, here comes something about a grill. Dante sip this lemonade. I'm just like, oh, that line really irked me. That line really irked me.
that was.
I got a lot on my plate like Rob Wave.
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, it feels like a kid that's like, oh, trying to poke fun because I want someone to say something. But yeah, I feel like forced humbleness, sometimes forced punchlines. Where I'm just like,
And then he blurted out something.
oh yeah, he said somebody's name or something like
Yeah,
that.
he blurted it out, bro. I thought you was with it. Why you blurted the name out?
I thought you was mad as that.
I'll be, hey, bro. Like I ain't got all the political connects you do, but one thing about me, bro, I'm gonna be honest. Like I told you, I started off. I text my guy. I said, "Yo, you want to crap on this Cordae album?" Because I thought I was gonna crap on your album, but it's all right.
Yeah, I think this is a standard rap project.
Yeah, standard.
Like, but that's also his skill level as well.
Yeah.
Standard. And sometimes I hate to say it like this. That lisp sometimes it really gets.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
to
even
where it's
speak
like,
about it. Yeah,
huh?
I said we didn't even speak about it.
Yeah, it just like you could hear it sometimes. It's not like he uses it in a clever way. It's like I know someone whoever's mixing that can mix that down.
Yeah, bro.
I
It's just,
feel like
every
you
time I
purposely
hear him
mixing
rap,
it
it's
up.
like he's spitting all on that mic.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm like, God dang, like you're popping me right now. Like, calm down. Especially when you have it loud and listen to it loud. Like you could. I'm not making fun of you having the
He
list.
be hot two in that thing. Wait, bro.
Come on, but yeah, overall, whoever's mixing that needs to turn the list down. I know there's a function in there.
He said you can turn the list down. You can't turn the list down.
You can't in the audio engineer and say it.
Like cut everything short. No, I ain't gonna sound right.
Let's.
Cut. Hey, we gonna nudge.
I'm
that.
not making fun of him having a list
Yeah.
because obviously you
You
can't
gonna
change
nudge
it.
it,
You're not
you
born
gonna
with that.
nudge it.
But God dang it, your engineer needs to fix that. I
That's
feel like
right.
he was like, no, you hear me on that list? But turn that up a little bit. No, don't turn it up. I hear it. It is grating me. At least with most Def, because I don't know if it's a speech impediment or a list,
yeah.
but at least like he don't have that. He don't smack me with it.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes most Def he will say a word. And I'm like, what did he say right there? You? I'm like, God dang. Yeah, but yeah, overall, Cordae, I think you have a standard rap project. I wouldn't say it's great. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's the best. It's mid. To me, this is the top of my mid-year list.
Yeah.
And not mid-year, like in the middle of the year, like top of my, you were the most mid this year.
Yeah. Oh, you know one thing we gonna do as well. I was thinking overrated album of the year. I got something in mind.
Better not be anything I like. I know that.
Nah.
Okay. But yeah, that's about it for YBN, Cordae's, Cordae, I apologize.
Yeah,
The
Cordae.
Crossroads. But yeah, now it's time to get into the discussions, B. Hip-hop albums, we revisited and now like. So,
This was hard for me.
our guys over at Dead End Hip Hop,
Yeah.
great channel, inspirational, motivational. You know what I'm saying? Without them, we wouldn't be here.
The goats.
Shout out to Dead End Hip Hop.
Always.
Sadly, Mike isn't there, but they got Sonny now.
Yeah,
So
Sonny
Sonny
be
is
in
the
the
new Rod.
background. I think Sonny run they Twitter, bro. He be killing it, bro.
No, he has to.
He be killing it, bro. He
Shout
be
out to
everywhere.
him. Good morning, DEH family.
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
ain't be
man,
dancing.
I do feel like family, dog. I even said it the other day because he posted their whole upload schedule. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all inspired me to work harder on this channel right here.
He been killing it. I feel like they have, to be honest, bro, I feel like a revamp like of them, especially when it comes to like not even on YouTube, but like their space on X right now, like having the youth on there helping them out.
Yeah, I actually really like. I think that's one thing that for fans of Dead End Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is a bad thing because I go to y'all for y'all's takes. There needs to be someone younger there to kind of help. Like it's like how we kind of like need like an older like opinion sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
How y'all have like a younger person kind of like giving y'all some like game or like giving y'all what's the space like right now. Even though he's more on the lyrical side of things,
Yeah,
he's
but
like
they used to have them one kids.
Them two.
Low mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was three of them. It was three of them. I think, yeah.
But yeah, shout out to all y'all. I just love the new dynamic now with Rod being in front of the camera and now Sonny being Rod with the camera and all that. I don't know, man. Especially with them like in the old setup with them on the couches. I thought it was dope.
Loving the new setup, man.
Yeah. But shout out to y'all for the new setup. But I was watching one of y'all's videos the other day.
I watched it too.
Yeah, about hip hop albums that they had to revisit that they haven't heard in a long time. They revisited or reheard it, and they kind of came around to it. And I was like, oh, that kind of be like a dope discussion for us to have and see what you guys think, and let us know what y'all's is in the comment section down below. Did you have any B? Because I made a list of some. I made a list of albums and artists.
It was crazy that I couldn't really think of many, but I have like one right now, but I probably could think of some more. But I was thinking, I'm like, I could not think about it. Where I was going through like years and like revisiting albums. But my first album would be Love Is Raised 2 by Lil Uzi. I did not like this album, bro.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just because, well, me coming from, Uzi was post, the whole mixtape era, like living up to that mixtape.
Love Is Rage, Love versus the World,
all this stuff. And then this dropped, and I'm like,
I loved it, B.
Bro,
loved
it was a few songs on there that I liked. I will be honest. But to be honest, when it really hit me is when the deluxe, when he put the few songs on there, like with 21 minutes, 21 minutes into love, you know what I'm saying? And then I like actually started listening to the album. I'm like, yo, this joint, I was sleeping. I'm tripping. Like,
them four deluxe tracks.
I'm like, yo, this added more to the project. And I even started liking Neon Guts. I hated that song.
I wasn't feeling that song at first, but more listens I did, I'm like, yeah, this is it.
I like Neon Guts. Man, it's another track on there that I hated. Let me go to the track list that I just did not like. And I'm like, oh my God, I did not like this album. I remember when me, you, and Ray was on the phone. This is before I actually met Ray personally. And I was like, they were like, what? You asked me like what I think about the album. I was like, it's trash. And he was like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, bro. But like, I still don't like freaking Fool.
No, I like that.
I still don't like that. I like Sauce It Up. I like Sauce It Up when it dropped. I'm like when it came. I like X. I didn't like that song. And what's the one with and I thought he had something with Nicki Minaj on here.
It's the remix version, I think.
Yeah, but I like Feelings Is Mutual.
Was it?
It's not I thought it was Pretty Miami, but it's not.
No, The Way Life Goes. It's
the Way Life Goes. Yeah. But you'll get over it. You need another life to live. I hated that, bro.
I love that.
And now I like it. It's you. That's right. And yeah, bro. Like, so it's some joints on here, bro. Like, I did not like this album, Uzi, bro. I did not. But it came around to me. I think when the deluxe, what was that? A few months later or like a year later?
I think a year later.
Like a year later. Yeah. I guess I came back to it a year ago. Cause Dark Queen, like, bro, look, I did not like this album, but I listened because like me, back then I had more time. So I used to work. When I used to work with my dad, I just listened to music all day. So when I worked with him, bro, I'll play songs like, I play the album over. Like, I don't like this album. Like, why? Because I'm a huge Uzi fan. And it just did not click.
You put me on.
Yeah, it just did not click. And then it finally clicked, I guess, like a year later, bro. Like, when he had like 20 minutes and all that on there, I'm like, yo, this added a lot more. Da, 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 da. Bro, that track, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. I liked it. So now I came around to Lil Uzi versus the World. What's your album be?
Nas's Illmatic.
Oh, yeah.
You know I used to hate this album. I used to think this is one of the most overrated albums of all time. I used to be like, why do people like this?
Yeah.
I used to be like, like everyone likes to talk about this. What is so special about this album? It feels so New York. It feels so gritty. Nas's storytelling, his lyricism, the production. I'm like, what are y'all hearing in this production? This is not it. And my problem with this is because, one, I grew up in the South.
Yeah.
No one here like that is listening to Nas out loud in their car like that. I came up on Gucci Mane, Future. I came up on those guys. Like, I'm from the South. You get what I'm saying? Big K.R.I.T was really my besides like, UGK.
Yeah.
Big K.R.I.T was like my middle ground, especially of my era where I'm like, okay, I got the lyricism and I got the dirty South sound. Nas, it just never clicked for me at that time because I'm just like, my first Nas album was the N-I-G-G-E-R album, the Untitled album, the one with him and the scars on the back of his back. That was my introduction to Nas in terms of like my first Nas album.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is I love this. I went online. People didn't like it like that. I'm like, dang, I love this album. But I see people, it's not better than Illmatic. Went to Illmatic. Man, what is this trash?
Yeah.
Dusty sounding beats,
Bro
man.
said
Get this out of here. I'm like, dog, man, get that out of here, man. That sounds boring. Like, dude, we making this little beat on the
New York City, that's one.
what's that little toy, the baby's iPhone? What are we doing on this? These dusty beats. I still think them beats is a bit dusty. But I'll come around into it in my older age. And I still don't think it's his best album. I think it was written as his best album. I've come to grow to love it and appreciate it for who Nas is, what it has done for his career, and where it stands in terms of Test of Times and greatest albums of all time. Like I said, it's not my favorite Nas album.
But you came to like.
Yeah, I came to like it. I came to see it. Like, I was like, okay, I understand. It was just hard for me when I was younger. Like, y'all like this, but this is better though. Like, this sounds better. Like, what do we? Like, come on, dog. Like, the song with him, Chris Brown, and The Game. I know that sounds like a nasty pairing. I know people hate that song. I love that song. The way Nas was flowing on that beat, right? Come on, the cool and Dre. But then we got the. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, what are we doing?
Boy, you bugging.
But yeah, Nas Illmatic is my first one. I got plenty on my list because I was thinking, I'm like, dang, I gotta think.
It's. I don't have many, man. I couldn't think of none. B. I was really trying to like find some albums. Uzi Vert versus World was the only one that actually came to mind where I actually did not like that album. I'm usually kind of spot on what I don't like something. No, I'm serious, bro. I really couldn't think. Look, so I couldn't think. So I went back and I listened to Swimming by Mac Miller because I did not really care.
That's the one right before you died?
Yeah. This album, it was like, I re-listened to it. It was an album that I wouldn't say I disliked, but I wasn't too fond of it. Like, it wasn't something that I was like, oh man, this sucks. But I was like, I'm going to re-listen to it. I still don't like it. I know this is not a part of the freaking...
no, we can still do that type of stuff.
But that's the only... I really had a hard time thinking of albums.
Do you think it's overhyped?
I think it is.
I do as well.
It's some songs on here I like, but...
To me, it's a cool album. Yeah. It's not bad.
Like Small World's my stuff. I love that song. 2009 is really dope. But, I don't know. I just think this album... I don't know why people love this album so much. I don't know if because it's the last album he put out while he was alive. Like me, I'm going to keep it 1,000 while. And I'm not for the disrespect, Mac, because I know, because Circles is my stuff. Circles is...
That's the posthumous one, right?
Yeah, but it was an album that was...
Yeah. But I'm saying it came out after you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that.
But no, that album, I love that album. But yeah, I was trying to find albums in recent years that I disliked and try to re-listen to them, and Swimming was one that I really like. Didn't really rock with it like that. But B, I'm usually spot on. It's not many albums I couldn't think of none, bro.
There was no artist like that for you either? That you didn't like at first, but now you come around to them?
Artists?
I think one for you that you kind of like died out.
What?
For you, I think it'd be more so you grew out of it.
What?
With Nav.
Oh, but it'd be reversed.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying artists you grew out of or artists you used to like but you don't anymore.
Oh man, I can do a lot of those. But that's it's just separate. But but when it came to artists that I liked, I dislike and then I like, I don't have many of those. I'm usually spot on my stuff, B. I'm telling you, bro, I have like the ear.
Well, you know me. I flip flop sometimes.
Yeah, I'm trying. I went through this, bro. I was going through this list, like what album I dislike and now I like. Like Born Sinner.
Born Sinner was on my list.
Forest Hill Drive. I still don't like that. I went and listened to that, but I know we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna do a review.
Oh dang, I should have just not said it. But anyways, yeah, bro. I went through albums, bro. I was going through this. Like, did I not like these? I'm sorry, B. I couldn't add more to this conversation. What you got though?
My next one is Drake. You guys know I'm a Nation of Drizlam, Drake Guzzler, whatever y'all want to call it. I'm a Drake Glazer. I saw someone call Kiko a Drake Glazer because he said something like corny.
Oh, okay.
He's like, oh, you're a Drake Glazer.
Oh my god.
What? So yeah, I'm a Drake Glazer. I'm gonna claim that right now before anyone sees. Drake, Scorpion, and CLB. You know I did not like Scorpion when it first came out.
I think I could do an album. I think I got one. It's a Drake album.
Okay.
Talk about it.
But yeah, Scorpion is the double disc album that came out 2018.
You know I love it. That's a classic for me, bro. I love Scorpion.
B. I've come around to it.
I've been trying to know. I love Scorpion.
Scorpion is a classic of Drake's discography.
Yeah. Bro, Scorpion is fire.
I don't know what I was on back
I was
then.
like, wow, people don't like this album. I was like, yo, this album is great.
But you know, back then, my track record with Drake is,
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm like, oh, this is the worst thing ever.
But you know, I used to talk about Drake.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I felt, but I'm saying when I hear something good, I'm like, why nobody like this album? Like this album is dope.
I'm sorry. Like, I changed. I think I'm on record saying this. I think Drake's Scorpion is a classic.
That
Double
album,
disc.
yeah.
Every GOAT has a double disc album,
Yeah.
and this one is up there. This is a great double disc hip hop album.
Bro.
I'm sorry if y'all hate that. I know the second half isn't really hip hop like that, but it's mostly hip hop. It's still hip hop
I
influenced.
love that album.
Scorpion
Blue Tint
B.
I was like, bro, why?
There's like one or two skips on there for me over the whole double disc.
Like Raptured Birthday, even though I love that song.
yeah,
I don't.
that's one of them.
I love every song.
And the Key.
It's crazy how I'm like, bro, Blue Tint is a banger. Why nobody talk about this? Like nobody talk about this song. I'm like, yo, this album is dope. You think it was the Pusha T stuff?
For me, no.
Nah,
But
not for you,
everybody-
but I'm talking about for everybody else. Not saying that it was, of course.
I
it
think
was a
what
big
it is
album,
the fact of it was 2 discs and it was completely separated. Besides it being, because the one thing about Drake is he curates his album so well.
Hey, and when I listen, bro, you play me, low down, dirty. Bro, come on, bro. He was in his bag. Travel to your mama house for what? You know what I'm saying? Drake was in his bag, bro. I love Scorpion, bro.
My second Drake project
Got me so excited.
is Certified Lover Boy. I hated this album.
Yeah.
I heard it when it first came out. I heard the first half. I'm like, oh, okay, this is straight. I'm like,
Nah,
where's
first
the
half
best
is
stuff?
good. Bro,
But
I recently listened to it, man.
Uh-huh. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, what? I'm like, but this album is long though.
Yeah.
I kept going. I'm like, God dang, this album is dragging. This album drags. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
it
second
does.
half, it puts me to sleep. But also, it was during the big battle of, even though people try to say Ian and Yeet a few months ago, really, it was Drake and Kanye. Kanye's been in 2 battles now in terms of like whose album is going to
It
be
was
like the more
Donda
memorable.
and CLB.
And I've actually reversed. I used to think Donda was the better album than CLB. I think CLB is the better album over Donda.
Okay. Hey, they both not that good.
CLB is good, it's just that it's bloated. That's the problem. It's
Same
like
with Donda.
Donda's overly bloated. The biggest problem on that is that it's overly bloated. Like it's not bloated like, oh, it's like over the no, like it has the same
bloated
songs
albums.
twice, just a different feature. I'm like, but you know, that's besides the point. CLB is one of those albums where I feel like it is bloated. It has a lot of tracks that you can leave off. But Drake's B-sides is better than a lot of other people's A-sides. So. But the problem is there's too many B-sides and there's too many songs where I'm just like this ain't a bad Drake song. Let's say Drake song. But there are some really good songs on CLB that even though I don't really get down with like that, and they feel like they're like, I know Drake is commercial and stuff like that. Some songs feel like they for the radio, and they don't feel like natural for Drake to make. Versus like songs like on Scorpion, where I'm like, okay, this is Drake's lane right here. Some songs like the one with him, Lil Durk, and Giveon, I'm like, But overall, CLB is a good album.
Hey, my album, he brought up Drake, and I did not think of this. I actually, Views. I did not like, and like, look, when Views dropped, it was Western Road Flows, Feel No Ways, The Summer's Over interlude.
What about
No, that's
You
not
With Me?
him.
You forgetting that?
You said what?
You With Me? The one with the DMX sample?
Yeah, yeah. that was-
Okay.
I'm just saying in the beginning,
Oh, okay.
it was just a few songs I liked. But man, like a few, years back, I've been playing it more, and I'd be like, you know what? I was tripping. Views is one. I forgot.
Is
Views.
it a classic?
I think it's.
Classic over Scorpion?
I think so, bro. I think Views probably is a classic over Scorpion.
You think Drake got 4 classics, B?
I'm gonna say, what albums? Take Care.
Take Care. Nothing was the same.
That's to you. I still don't know about that.
Nothing was the same, B. It's there.
I
Views
like
and
that
Scorpion.
album, but I just don't like it as a classic. Like it's okay to me. I used to hate it, like in a way of like, oh, it's not nothing
To me, it's a
different.
perfect Drake album. There's like one skip on there, maybe.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I can give it to you, but no Views. I came. Turn a 6 upside down.
Well,
It's a 9 now. But no, bro. Feel No Ways was like probably one of my favorite Drake songs of all time, and like I was like me to hate this album and love this song so much, and like one day I was just like, you know what, bro. I'm just gonna. I think it was like 2020. I was like, I'm about to play this album again. It's 4 years removed. Let's play. And I'm like, even the overplayed songs, I guess they're all right. Like Controller, Pop Style, One Dance, like even Child's Play. I got tired of seeing that music video everywhere, and took me to
Cheesecake.
the cheesecake and all this, and I don't know, Fire and Desire. It's just like, dang, Mike. I think this is an all right album. So I say Views, bro. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I passed right by it, and I just because I know I like it, but I guess I wasn't thinking like, oh yeah, you used to hate this album. I did not like this album at all. Like I was like, bro, it's only like 4 good songs on there. It's like 30 songs. It's the Clown that album. But yeah, Views is one of them. But I still don't like this. I still. Don't.
You're bugging.
It's a
you
few
are
tracks
so
on here I
bugging.
like.
He's talking about if you're reading this is too late, guys.
Yeah,
You're
it's
bugging.
It's a few songs on there I like, but yeah.
All right.
You got some more?
I guess I could bring up the big 3. Kendrick, To Pimp a Butterfly, and Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers.
You didn't like?
I didn't like To Pimp a Butterfly when it first came out.
Okay.
I was at the consensus of like what J. Cole was talking about on 7 Minute Drill. I was like, yo, like that issue.
Yo, that is trash.
Because guess what? During that time, I was in college.
Yeah.
That issue was boring. Especially compared to Good Kid, Mad City. It wasn't banging like that album.
Yeah.
At that time. Obviously, as I gotten older, we got back into vinyl collecting. I'm like, I see Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm like, man, should I buy that? I do like Kendrick, but I'm like, I don't like To Pimp a Butterfly like that. Especially I like Dang.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, let me check out To Pimp a Butterfly again. Because at the time, 2015, I didn't like none of the production. I'm like, this is way too left field compared to Good Kid, Mad City and Section 80. I'm like, what are we doing right here? And Overly Dedicated.
Yeah.
I went to Pimp a Butterfly, so I started like pinpointing the lyrics. I started doing multiple listens.
You said Overly Dedicated, okay. Because I feel like Section 80 is kind of off-kilter production.
I liked it though,
yeah.
but that was my,
Yeah,
me coming on to Kendrick. But yeah, going to Pimp a Butterfly, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay,
That joint fire.
I'm like, this production kind of hit.
I got a bone to pick.
I'm like, hey, the lyrics, the songs, I'm not gonna lie, even All Right, because that was the only song I used to like. All Right and These Walls, those are the only songs I like.
These walls can talk.
And King Kunta.
Yeah.
Hey,
King
going
Kunta
back
is
to
fire,
it,
bro.
I was like, dang, what was I talking about? I was like,
Now that album
this
was
is a
dope,
classic.
bro. That was crazy.
Like I started thinking to myself after I was listening to it in that era. I'm like, is this better than Good Kid, Mad City?
It's a good album, bro.
Like I started questioning my existence. Me, I'm like, hold up, now what are we doing?
I love the knowledge freaking production on Mama. Help me.
I love everything about the album. The album is perfect.
Black of the Berry.
To me, there's no skip on there.
Yeah.
This album is phenomenal. And
how much a dollar costs Hood Pilot? Bro was in his freaking bag. I love this album, bro. Y'all don't even want to know. I was glazing this album when it came out. I'm calling.
You probably still will.
I'm calling the homies. Y'all heard the new Kendrick yet? They're like, bro, it's 12. Like, chill out. I'm like, yo. I'll never forget because I even went back home. Like when it dropped, I went back home like that weekend, and like I was like, yo, you know, Kendrick? Yeah, oh my God, this album's insane.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't even know if I care for Big
Mr. Morale and the Big.
I'm not saying it's a bad album. It's just something that's in the middle of the road to me. Maybe it may take some time, but it haven't hit me yet.
Yeah, for me, that's an album where when I first heard it, I'm like, whoa, this album is like, y'all overhyping this. Especially Twitter, they was glazing it when it came out.
I saw more people hating it on Twitter then.
I saw more people glazing it. Oh, it's so introspective.
I saw people hating like some of the stuff he was saying about like his auntie and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, but those were just trolls. People trying to cancel him. People that weren't fans of him already. I seen people that was uncomfortable with it.
It's the Drake Glazers.
Nah, not yet. Not at that time yet. It was the yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was the crowd.
Oh.
So going back to that album, while I don't love it, I'm like, okay, I like this album.
Yeah.
To me, it's not better than Section 80. It's not better than.
Oh, you ain't got to say that.
Okay,
we know it's at the bottom of his discography.
Yeah, I was just making sure, but I want people to know, like, I like it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll still buy this on vinyl to have my Kendrick Lamar collection complete if I ever get Dang one day, which I need to. But overall, I like Mr. Morales and the Big Steppers. My next project, J. Cole's Born Sinner.
Born Sinner, opposite of a winner.
Is now my favorite J. Cole project.
Yeah.
I listened to it a few months ago because one of my homies, PK, he was in my Discord. He was like, oh, Born Sinner is my favorite. Boy, I was killing him today. He said that. I said, boy, you don't know real rap. What are you talking about? That's the most boring J. Cole album ever. Why would you even put that snooze fest on? I went back to J. Cole's discography a few months ago before the whole beef happened. I was like, God dang. I told him, I went to Discord. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know what I was talking about. Dude. Like, I was not familiar with J. Cole's game. To me, that is J. Cole's best album. Like, God dang, I like the theme. I like the thematic theme of, like, being the born sinner, of, like, doing a certain thing, but still being a sinner. Yeah. Even though it's an easy trope to play into, I still like the way that J. Cole acts it. While there are some songs in there that I still don't like Power Trip. I know some people like it. Crooked Smile, I do actually like that one. Smile. But that Power Trip, yeah, that one could go. But besides that, perfect album for me. I'm like J. Cole. You did your goddamn
Like,
thing on
take
this
a
one.
little trip down to the garden.
I like
Take
the
a
whole
little
album.
dip.
Yeah, I like the whole album. This is my favorite album. After that is Off Season, then 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But we'll talk about that another
Yeah.
day.
Born Sinner is like, it's not an album I disliked, but it was an album I was just like, okay, this track's on.
I did not like it when it first came out. When it first came out, I was like, yo, this is boring. Like, yo, y'all was talking crap about J. Cole's first album. This the real boring one.
Nah, I thought it was better than the first one.
At the time, because
Yeah.
of the, production and all that.
I was 2014. All I did was listen to Mac Miller's Watch Moves the Sound on. Because I was
Born Sinner didn't come out then, right?
2014. I think so, right?
Born
No,
Sinner?
2013.
That was
right.
2014 Forest Hills Drive came out 2014.
That was 2013 when Born Sinner came out.
Yeah,
and that's
around
when
that time the same.
That's when Watching Movies and Sound Out came out. 2013.
Oh, dude.
I just knew they
Because
came
Faces
around.
came out 2014.
Yeah, so I'm wrong, guys. If I'm pretty sure y'all ain't gonna make it at this end of the show and heard what I said about albums I released in 2014. My bad. Mac Miller dropped in 2013.
You said Faces.
I did on the list, but before then, I brought up Watch Movies Without the Sound Off. Before I did that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so
We
much
all make
music came
mistakes.
out.
Yeah.
Another one of my albums is T.I. Paper Trail. I did not like it when it first came out. What was you about to say disrespectful?
I was not gonna say that.
Like, no.
I was just
What
saying,
was you about to say disrespectful?
It's an okay album, bro.
B, this album is good.
It's good, but it's okay.
This is his Carter 3.
I'm just. Yo, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because you gotta go highs. The highs don't reach Carter 3 highs, B. That makes it a better project. It don't
I said
reach
this
the
is
highs.
his Carter 3.
It's not because he don't have Carter 3 highs on that. His Carter 3 will be like his sec trap music.
No,
'Cause
that'd
it
be
has
his.
good
That'd be his Carter 2.
No,
Yes.
I'm serious. This is Carter 2B.
No.
Yes.
He was doing better rapping on.
But I'm serious. It's like Carter 2 is that more like. It's
I'm
like,
serious would be his Carter 1. Nah. But yeah, Paper Trail, I did not like this song when it first came out. Like the Swing It Rag or whatever. My Life, Your Entertainment. The She's a Porn Star song. I'm like, I hated them. And while I don't like them now, I'm learning to, trim the fat off.
Yeah.
I like everything else around the album. And everything else around the album that I did like, I really like now as an adult. And I'm like, God dang, T.I. was going off. That boy, what? He was coming from jail, right?
Yeah.
This is when he got into that. This is the T.I. where he switched from him being T.I. versus T.I.P. Did this, and he was still doing like the super like what is it, the country. He sounded country basically, to where he's in the particular, even though the testicular. Like he was doing the enunciating his flows extra at that time. This is when T.I. changed and became the enunciation king basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, this is a nice little change for
Boy
T.I.
went to jail and finally read a book.
You being disrespectful. My next project, Big K.R.I.T, Live from the Underground. I liked it when it first came out. Didn't love it. Then when I got older a bit, after 4th is My Long Time, man, Live from the Underground, that ain't it. A few years later, nah, this is it. I was tripping.
That one was that
That was like a huge disappointment.
I think it was a disappointment, but I wouldn't say I disliked it.
I thought when it first came out, I would always stop at the first like 5 tracks. And
It
I'm
was
like,
just
yeah,
that. It was just that you just gotta, like I told you before, we gotta have that conversation about just that hype behind mixtapes and going into your debut albums is a lot to build up to. Cause like back then, artists didn't have a mixtape that we looked at. You know, they had the dope single. Now we ready for the album. But the mixtapes, they put more pressure on themselves because they were putting so much into those mixtapes at that time that their albums wasn't.
well,
wasn't
as
their
Big
best.
K.R.I.T calls them, his free albums.
Yeah, look at
That's what Travis was calling Days Before Rodeo, free album.
Yeah, look at Wiz. Cause when Rolling Papers came out, boy,
I revisited that a few years ago.
that's not good. He has like
Nostalgia carries it.
no, I never liked it. It only has
No,
like,
I'm saying for people love Rolling Papers 1. I'm saying nostalgia carries it.
that's not good.
Cushion Orange Juice holds up. Rolling
Yeah.
Papers does
Taylor
not.
Allardyce, dope.
Oh, fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
Cabin Fever.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. And my next 2 artists, Tupac and Common.
You had to come around to him.
Yeah, because Common, at the time of me getting into hip hop, he had Universal Mind Control. And while I still do not like that album,
Yeah.
even after my re-listen recently, I'm like, all right, skip over that. Common, one of my favorite rappers now.
Damn, that's hard. Sorry, bro.
He was one of my favorites. Like he's like top 10 for me.
Damn, that's a little high.
I don't know, top 5.
That's not common.
I guess you say my taste ain't common.
I guess so.
But yeah, and Tupac. You know I didn't
Yeah,
really like Tupac
yeah.
like that because he sounded dusty. While his older albums are dusty. Me Against the World.
I lived to the left of the celebrity.
You know what God it.
When he got into that Machiavelli flow.
Nah, when he got into that Me Against the World. That Me Against the World was something different.
Hey,
All his first 2 albums was good. That Me
Hey,
Against
that
the
Me Against
World.
the World crazy, bro.
No.
That Me Against the World is crazy, bro. Oh, bro, my mom used to play that album growing up, bro.
Yeah, my mom never played a Tupac album in the house because, well, a lot of
Yeah.
cussing. but that was her favorite rapper.
Yeah, I had young parents, boy.
Yeah.
Everything, bro. I lived the life of a celebrity. That old dude, Lil Zane, was trying to rap like
No, what was it, Big Psych that was on that song? Naga Keys!
Remember from overseas.
People, I don't see how he sounds like Pac. B, he don't sound like
He
Pac.
sounded like a watered down Pac, bro.
Naga Keys!
He was trying to add more to it. He was like, yo, Pac,
Hey, I knew it
Pac
better.
like, Pac looked at him like,
Like, this nigga trying to be me.
like, bro.
Who put you on that flow? That's why when I went on Twitter and I was like, yeah, I do not like Big Psych on that song. What do you mean? He killed his verse.
No.
He just sounds like a lesser version of Pac.
Was like, I got keys.
He don't sound like Pac. I got keys coming from my MC. I'm like, come on, you B, especially with Pac's verse. Then Danny Boy, that hook is nice.
Yeah.
Then he come in all rough and aggressive, like, ooh, come on, man, what
I
we
got
doing?
keys.
But yeah, I do not like Big Psych on that song. But I love that song though. Everything before Big Psych. But yeah, that's about it for hip hop albums we revisited. Now, like, make sure y'all go check out the original video from Dead End Hip Hop. Now, we'll go into the last topic that we have before we get to Twitter takes. RapCaviar's what is this?
It's a all teams list.
So what is this? New
All-
all-rapcaviar
yeah.
just dropped. Our editors handpicked the all-rapcaviar first, second, and third teams based on streaming performance and cultural impact. Note, we said streaming performance and cultural impact in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Who did we miss? Let's go over the first team, B.
You got Tyler Creator,
With the mask on.
Kendrick Lamar, Metro Booming, Playboy Cardi. Weird.
Streaming-wise, no. He's one of the top streamed artists.
Yeah, if they had streaming.
But also, it's like, he's still
old
doing
shit.
streaming like this.
It's old stuff.
Yeah.
Second team, dude, they could have had Juice WRLD on here.
This-
Gunna.
I'm pretty sure they mean
Glo-
active people.
Yeah, I
though.
know. Gunna, Glorilla, Ye, 21 Savage, and Don Toliver.
I get why Ty Dolla $ign isn't on here. It's just funny to see Ye on here on top of a GOAT, but no Ty Dolla $ign with him, especially since they
Because
released
his
2 albums
streaming is
together.
higher,
Yeah,
too.
I know,
Yeah.
because his backlog, his catalog.
Yeah.
But Glorilla being on here, nice. 21, I don't know what it is with 21. Forgettable album at the top of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Still streaming like that, though?
Yeah, I don't think he should have been on this list.
Don
But I don't know
Toliver
who to
makes
replace.
sense.
I don't know who to replace 21 with.
Let me see who's on this third team. Third team, Meg Thee Stallion, Big X The Plug, Rod Wave,
I guess Drake.
Drake, and Sexy Red.
I guess Drake could
I'm
been on this
surprised
list.
Nicki
No,
Minaj
Nicki
is
Minaj
on
on
here.
here. Yeah.
That's
No, Nicki.
the one
but
time
I know.
I'm
I
giving
think
Nicki
he has
some
like.
praise.
I think she has like a little,
Beef
I
with
don't, yeah, I don't
Spotify?
think RapCavier rock with her. Remember, they didn't even put her in that female.
But
thing?
remember, that was that
I
generation.
know it's a generation, but still,
They shouldn't have put her in there.
Yeah, but I think they probably should have put her in his. I think they missed.
I think
Nicki.
they should have replaced 21 Savage with her because she came out with the Gag City last year. Came out with was it?
And what's her
Lux
streaming
Top
numbers on
Years.
Spotify?
Streaming numbers on Spotify?
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj's streaming numbers
And if you're
on
gonna go
Spotify
cultural impact, you got to put Drake in.
is 46.4
Yeah.
million.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like if
Well,
you're
I'm
gonna
saying that's for
culture,
people.
yeah, if you're gonna go cultural impact, you got to put Drake at least second team because even though he was in the beef and it had some impact to the culture this year, so I think if he ain't gonna be in first team, he at least got to be in the second team.
So if I'm going cultural impact and performance, Tyler's is very recent. Dang. Are you surprised that there's no J. Cole on here?
I'm not surprised, but he did put out an album, and I'm pretty sure it streamed pretty well. I think they wanted to put some new faces in here. Like Big X The Plug, I'm sorry, he shouldn't have been on the third team.
I agree because
I
he only
could've put-
has really one big
Yeah,
song.
and I would have put J. Cole right there. Raw Wave can get it just off the sales alone.
Yeah, and plus he drops frequently too
Yeah.
as well.
And
Sexy
Sexy Red
Red.
just everywhere pretty much still.
Yeah, and
She's still-
Glorilla, as long
and
as she wasn't
Glorilla,
above
yeah.
Glorilla, then I would have been.
Megan Thee
down
Stallion
pretty
also, she put out albums this year. She's been places.
Yeah.
Third team, I think it's a good fitting for her.
quick. You know they're not gonna put that boy Tory Lanez on there.
What he do this year?
He been dropping all them singles every single week.
Old ass
Every time. Facts. But every time Tory Lanez dropping an album this week, it's 2 singles.
Like, I hate to say this, but I saw people say, why not Doechii? And I would say, I don't think Doechii could have kind of happened in the second half of the year.
Still no, because cultural impact plus streaming.
Yo, so
she definitely wouldn't. No offense, Doechii, you have a good project, obviously. I actually got the vinyls downstairs.
Yeah, and then
but, you don't have. They don't. She doesn't have the cultural impact that people think they have.
Schoolboy Q as well.
No cultural impact in the streaming numbers.
And
that's what's really killing a lot of people.
That's what's killing
because these people, they are like big gaps between the others.
Yeah. We gotta have a discussion about why Schoolboy Q is not getting the love for the album he put out. But I think it's mostly because of the impact of like the streaming. Like he had no single that like actually like touched the ground.
That plus he's not really active in social media, and he's never had a big hit like J-Rock did.
Yeah, and
him and Nab.
Well, he had a kind of he had a few hits.
Well, I'm saying as big as like J-Rock's win in the recent years. Since J-Rock's win till now.
I think would it be his biggest
Num Juice maybe?
It wouldn't be the one with him and Kanye with that part?
No, I think it would be something off of that.
What about Studio?
That'll be up there.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about what our era that came in.
That's what I'm saying. I know, I understand. But I'm speaking on now that I've been hearing a lot, why not Q? Why not Q? Why not Q? But I'm thinking Q put out an album and kind of still disappeared. Like Q put out an album and then
he was active for those few weeks and then
he didn't do a traditional rollout. Like he did the whole like, oh, I'll talk to social media people. Mm-hmm. I'll pick a certain amount of journalists I want. Because to be honest with you, I don't know if he wanted that type of accolades and stuff this year. I don't know. He didn't really.
I don't think he cares for it. I think he actually did it for the art.
Yeah, I watched this in the desk interview, and I watched some of his stuff he did on back on Fig. But like, it didn't seem like he wanted to make like a major like impact of like not like major impact when it comes to like, I guess being in everybody's faces. I think he just wanted to put out some music. He wanted to put out some good music, a good album, and I think he did that. But I feel like it's getting overshadowed.
I'm looking at RapCaviar's actual playlist right now on Spotify. Some people in here that was not on there. Lil Baby, he didn't drop an album, but also a lot.
They probably put that new Lil Baby single in there.
No, yeah. I'm just looking at the people that are in here to see any names that might ring some bells. NLE Chopper.
Yeah, nah.
He's only impactful on the internet.
He's just being a meme rapper, pretty much. Him making fun of being.
Lotto, she doesn't have the sales. Ice Spice, he doesn't have the sales. Lil Uzi, Too Late. No Lil Tyler. Bossman D-Lo was a bit surprising, especially with Big X the Plug in there, because Bossman has had.
I think he had more of an impact on his album. I don't think nobody like Plug album. I think he had more people talking about that album. I don't know if he get more streams as well.
He probably has that one bigger song, but I hear multiple Bossman D-Lo on TikTok and on the radio. Yeah. Because I'm doing my radio test. Playboy Cardi's in here with All Red, so that's why they included him probably. Nudi's in here, but he shouldn't be in there. T Grizzly's on here, shouldn't be in there. Young Thug's in here, shouldn't be in there. Like you said, Juice WRLD should not be in there. V's, no numbers. Young Boy, yeah. Sadly, only closest person I could put in there, and I'm really stretching when I say this, is a Yeet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm stretching when I say this. Yeet or Central C. Stretching when I say this.
Hell no.
But those are the closest people.
Well, it's all Americans. Boy, it's all American list.
Yeet, American Negro.
But nah, Yeet ain't gonna hit this. So he ain't do nothing.
But yeah, it's funny how
his
we have a whole
came out.
We have a whole producer on here.
Yeah, because he tied up to Kendrick. I mean to Future.
Yeah, the three right here.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy that
Playboy should at least been the second team, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who you feel should be on the first team that replace him?
They'll take him off.
I think
I say Don Toliver. Excuse my French, but Don Toliver. If you want to go by numbers and streaming, not cultural impact, I think that's the only thing that really holding Playboy is cultural impact because people want that album. That's it.
And he was teasing that Can't Flog.
Yeah, and he didn't drop nothing.
Yeah.
He put out the single with him and Weeknd. He even put out some stuff on YouTube, but he didn't drop it on streaming. Like, I still be going. Yes, bro, that's my joint. Put him on a noose. Yeah, put him on a noose. Come on, man. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool look. I don't know if this is something new they do or what. I don't know if they did this last year or not.
I don't either.
But I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a cool little thing.
Oh my gosh, here goes hip hop all day. Travis Scott just passed 10 billion streams this year, which no other rapper besides Drake has ever accomplished. Why is he not on here?
I don't think Travis dropped anything this year.
No, he did not.
He didn't drop anything.
Remixes and features, that's it.
I think if he would have dropped something, of course he would. If he would have dropped an album or a big single this year,
Yeah.
he could have been on this list.
Yeah, all
but
he's
Travis
done is
did.
features.
He didn't do nothing this year. Nah, at least 21 on here. Playboy at least dropped a single.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he dropped some features. Mm-hmm. But yeah. We got Travis Scott feature on Ice Spice album. Come on, get out of here.
No, he's on future stuff too.
Yeah,
And Don Toliver's.
True.
So yeah, he
Don't
had
mean
some
nothing, though.
big feature spots, and I think he was on 21 Savage's album. I think I could be wrong on that.
I don't know.
But yeah.
That album sucked.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's about it for the discussions. Last point, Twitter takes. B, I know that you'll explain this one to me and break it down. Nicki Minaj is better than Kanye, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne. Now B, I saw this and I knew that in your heart, this one really grabbed you. This is from user at the Ken Print. So you already know that this person is a Nicki Glazer. But B, can you please tell me why this is true? Why Nicki Minaj is better than Kanye West, Jay-Z, and Wayne?
This is not true. I had to go to the...
B!
I had to go and find out who said this.
Uh-huh.
Who the hell is this? The Chanel whore?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. You Nicki fans, bro. Y'all just be saying stuff. Like, oh my God. No way Nicki is better than Kanye West. Who else?
She's not a better rapper than any of those guys. She's not a better rapper than Kanye.
Oh,
she
rapping?
go by himself.
If she's rapping, I say she's a better rapper. They saying better. I'm picking everything. Your catalog, your artistry, everything. You're not better than none.
Oh, why? Better. I meant the whole catalog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, get
Not
out of here.
lyrically, but lyrically, she's not better than Jay-Z and Wayne. Kanye, if he has a dang, what's his name? Consequences this quarter, he might say the consequences side. Yeah. He'll have a chance against Nicki.
This goes perfectly into my tweet of the week, but I didn't put it in my bookmark, but it goes to this. You keep saying your points. Hold on.
Yeah, but Nicki Minaj has no better album than these guys' worst album.
Yeah,
and I've said this about plenty of people. Nicki Minaj is not as great as people make her be. She's just a barely above average rapper. I don't get why she gets as much praise as she does. She is not on the level of Jay-Z. She's not on the level of Wayne. She doesn't have the impact of Wayne across the board. She only has it with women and, man. But she only has that with that sector. She doesn't really have that overall in the culture.
But she has the numbers to back it up.
She does have the numbers. But like you said, it's from her little Barbies. Wayne had that just from Wayne's, from everybody in hip-hop. Jay-Z got everybody in hip-hop. Kanye, despite his recent antics over the years, she ain't come out with nothing better than the College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreaks, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. She ain't even came out with nothing better and more experimental than Yeezus. Nicki stays in that same bag, same flow. She does the same goddamn thing every single time. And y'all eat it up. Sorry.
You know what? This is a perfect segue. It's the end of the show. Sometimes these Twitter takes is trash. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I end it with a better tweet. Mm-hmm. And a runner-up again, not even runner-up, bro. He had it last week. I think he got to get it again. The man Kiko.
I basically say he should have a tweet.
This should just be his session, bro. We might have to start paying him for it. But this man goes, no such thing as a best female rapper. They all share last place. So, I don't know if you caught that one. You caught that one. You gotta send that to me. And then look what I put. No, bro. He tweeted that, bro. Had me dying.
Oh, you gotta send that one to
bro,
me. DM me that one or something. Oh, that boy Kiko. No, he was kicking early. He was kicking early today.
No, bro, you stay cooking, bro. Bro, I ain't even
That's Kiko.
I'm telling you, bro.
This is his section now.
Bro, it has to be, bro. He has the best tweets, bro. I just be dying. But, bro, it was a perfect segue, B.
Yeah.
You can't put it in a catalog with them. They all shit like. Yo, man,
I just hate that it's so true.
I know it sucks to say it, but like
people, what about Rhapsody?
I love her. I love Rhapsody, but if you compare it to y'all
put me in the conversations if I had a meet. He don't. So there's no point of having that conversation.
But even though you're a dope rapper.
Yeah, great rapper. I liked your album earlier this year. You didn't have you have a good album earlier this year. This is the fact that when you released it and a whole bunch of other stuff was happening this year, it got.
Oh, another rapper that's a female though that we didn't talk
Moore?
about. Nah, Jean Grey. She cooks. Jean Grey cooks.
You're right. She doesn't seem to be active like that.
Not at all.
That's probably why.
But nah, she cooks.
Yeah, but sadly, Kiko was cooking harder in that tweet.
He was, bro. He had me dying.
Because Lotto, Ice Spice, Magic Stallion, not Doji, Flo Milli.
Bro had the.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He killed me with that.
I hate it because every time Kiko tweets stuff like that, I'm just like, am I a misogynist?
Yeah.
And I can just see the symbiote just forming around me. I'm like, this is my natural state.
I be thinking like, bro, how cuz be thinking of this stuff sometimes? Like, what do you be doing?
That hate, it's natural, B. It's natural, B. I think he has it like stored in his head. He just be taking one out the bank at random. What discourse am I gonna start today? He probably got a whole bunch of them in the draft. He sees a topic. Oh, I got something like this. Let me go ahead and post that.
Bruh, Jim, bro. Bruh, Jim.
Yeah, Kiko is so
real,
funny.
bro.
Hey, Kiko, I saw what you was doing, talking about how it was a whole bunch of incels. This is a swarm for like incels.
Oh, yeah, some of the Tyler show.
Yeah. So he's a Drake Glazer. What? that boy Kiko was going in. Someone said, Kiko said something was trash. And they said, how about you try and make music so-so? He said, okay, I'm going to use the moans of your mother as the instrumental.
Yo, bro, we gotta stop, bro. It's like wild, bro.
Oh my Kiko. He is on the rider right now.
Bro, he is wild, bro.
This man is a savage.
Savage for real, bro.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, B.
B, you got any closing notes for today's episode?
My closing note, like, I don't really like to, talk about people's families, but Cordae, man, get your wife back, bro. Get your girl back, man. Come on, man. Keep that family together, man.
Yeah, and Cordae, stay out the studio from Dr. Dre, because obviously he didn't give you no tips and pointers on that album.
Oh, my God.
But if you would have laced him with some production, though, hey. But yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned to the channel. Or wherever you're listening to this, make sure you subscribe or hit the follow button wherever you're listening to this. Make sure you come to the YouTube side, subscribe to the channel, like the video to help support, and support all of the DSPs if you are listening on that way as well. You could listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music if you're weird like that. Obviously, the main hub is going to be YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. Links will be in the description down below. And for all the up-and-coming rappers who want to try to get their mixtape heard or reviewed, remember, we don't pull no punches here.
Yeah.
We give our truths here. You can't be sensitive. You can submit your mixtape to us at the Google form in our link tree in the description wherever you're listening to or watching this episode of this show.
Do not, cry and be like, I don't know. Come on, bro. Just take the criticism because we're not trying to down you, bro. We're just giving you our thoughts.
And we're giving you more constructive criticism because when it comes to other rappers, we got a little bit more brutally honest.
But
here, we give you the negative stuff that we don't like.
Yeah.
But we surrounded it in truth.
But if I tell one of y'all to stop rapping, bro, it's constructive.
Tell them to go become a constructor.
I'm gonna send you an Indeed link.
Like, yo, this job got a fire, right? Don't get near that studio again. It's not near studio.
Hey, facts.
Yeah, but I do want to shout out the people who did actually react to some of the album reviews we did. Shout out to Karen the Nomad. And shout out to Chris Patrick. They did reach out. I'm not going to say what they said. Right. If they said something publicly on Twitter, we probably retweeted it, so you go check it out right there. Good sports. Yeah. They accepted the feedback, our criticism. And, there could be a discussion had from that. And just because we down your project, depending on what you come out with, we are still probably open to checking out more stuff that you come out with if you send it to us. But some stuff, if it's trash.
It's one artist I can't wait to listen to your stuff.
Why are you so mean? See, this means me. I think I'm easy. But yeah, besides all that, I think we're pretty much done with the episode, B.
It's a wrap, man.
Hey, well, my name's Chase.
I'm T.
Peace.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.